going live. I know. We're going live.
Nick T, mute your laptop.
It's muted. I was ahead of the game,
Headsets
bro.
on, boys?
I can't see that.
Headsets
so
on?
that's
No.
it.
Headsets on, boys? Headsets on?
They're on, dude.
Oh.
my God.
Okay.
To be fair, Dredgers was off the entire time.
Here.
All right, we should be starting soon.
Why am I here again?
Come on, dude.
Oh, this is one of my favorite ads.
We're live. We're
already?
live. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's. This is episode 66, and his name is OTES. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us tonight. You guys are incredible, and we have a almost full team joining us this evening. We got DJ behind the camera, the producer.
What's up?
Best producer of the Tri-State. We got Calibro.
What's
we
up?
got Nick T.
How you doing?
We got Dredge, and we got the ghost of Pete. So
I died on ship. Fetty Wap came back for his revenge.
Wow.
Dude, the Fetty Wap story really will never die.
It can't die. Like, we
So,
cannot let
the
that
ghost
die.
of Pete is with us, and so too is pretty much everyone else.
Yes.
We are super grateful for you to be joining us. We got a lot to break down, including all the fallout from Yugioh / OTES, maybe Yugioh versus
Bro, you're
UDS. I'll destroy my voice.
you're
for
gonna.
OTES.
All right, yeah, I'm shocked
Yugioh
it's still
versus
working.
UDS with, of course, the crazy relic scene. Otis's name invoked. I mean, we're going to talk all about that. And we also have the previews, the summaries for 67, 68, and 69. The big batch came out yesterday. And the title for episode 70. I don't think these three have seen them yet.
No.
Dredger may have.
No.
But,
I was watching the watch log.
right, which I appreciate. So these three, we will go over them. And if Pete makes it, we'll go over it with him as well. But how are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, man?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm so happy to be back in front of a live chat. So thank you guys all so much for being here. Obviously, last week's episode was kind of weird. There might be some people out there that don't know, but we actually did an episode last week.
Yes.
It was just me, Nick T. Excuse me, me,
You,
Calibro,
Cal,
and Pete.
Yep.
That did that episode, and that's because it was on not live. Last week was just very, very crazy. It was so busy. So we recorded it, pre-recorded it, premiered it Friday night. That episode's up on the channel in case you want to hear our thoughts for episode 65. But we're back live. We should be live going forward, as always, with Go Rush coverage. And we got to start right away.
Yes.
Just general thoughts, and then we're going to get into
General
it.
thoughts?
Episode, and we got the whiteboard in case anyone wants to use it.
not set
Episode
up.
66. Who wants to start? Cal, why don't you start us off?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll start us off.
All right,
Wow.
start us off, please.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
Take the headphones off so I can hear myself.
All right, I like that.
So, I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was exciting. There was a lot of good energy, and just the tie-in with the relic right from the start for me was awesome. Like, of course, when they say OTES and it starts to woo, like the whole
react.
thing happens. Yeah, that was super cool, and obviously Yugioh gets taken over for now the second time. It is whatever, you always got to have somebody get mind controlled by something
Of
in a
course.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I mean,
In
it's a must.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
It usually
It's
happens
a female
to be one of the main
character?
female characters.
So it's something crazy about that. And that girl Asuka in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is crazy.
Well, I mean,
Insane.
I haven't seen that, so I don't know what you're talking about. But,
Good.
I thought the duel was really cool and kind of opening up, what's her name? Epoch? Is that how it's pronounced?
Epoch, yeah.
Epoch. Like
Oh
her
my
kind of
God,
opening
Epoch.
up towards the end with like Udius still trying to break through and kind of show that, oh, this is fun and, these are, like, rush duels are great. Like, this is what it's all about. And he even says, like, you better be paying attention because this is what rush duels are. He says something along those lines. And then him just joining in and being like, I never want to do this, idiot. Like, I thought that was
It's
hilarious.
so funny.
Because, like, even he's like, what is going on?
Dylan was
Yeah.
so confused watching that. He's like,
Mhm.
did you just call her an idiot? And
Yeah.
I'm laughing watching.
and it worked.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
mean,
did.
it worked.
And the the butler.
Bro, the
or
butler was
grandfather, whoever,
lost.
he's just like,
Lost.
I've never seen her so happy in my
Lost.
life.
Yeah.
And she's like, I never, ever want a rush duel. And it's like, okay. This doesn't make any sense at all.
No,
No.
But,
it was fun.
yeah, I mean, I thought there was good comedy, and obviously they're advancing the plot of the relic, and then I thought the duel was really good. So, yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah. I do want to thank everybody who donated and super chatted last week. I forgot to do that at the beginning.
You forgot?
Huge thank you, and this will
Wow.
include last week as well during the premiere. Huge thank you to Crystal Colden, Ice Aiden, Pick Rick, Electric Kevin, X Slayer, Colin, Natalie Lopez, Max, Jack, That Man 666, Limestone, Chapel of Flapple, and a special thank you to Space Cowgirl, who 2 podcasts ago super chatted $50.
Wow.
Very, very generous.
Wow.
So thank all of you guys. There's 2 ways to support the podcast in that sort of way monetarily. It's never expected or necessary, of course. The super chat feature through YouTube or the link in the description. But to all of you guys and to everyone watching right now, thank you so much. Episode 66. There's a few different ways that I think you can kind of tackle this episode, right? You have Yuumu getting possessed and mind controlled again, which girl Yu-Gi-Oh characters that happening to is a very, I don't want to say sore subject, but it happens in almost every single Yu-Gi-Oh
It's a sore
show.
subject.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
could say
does.
it's because it's common and it shouldn't be.
Right. It happens in every single Yu-Gi-Oh. So you can view it from that aspect. I think you can view it from the aspect of Yuumu's last 4 duels. 2 of them, she was being possessed by an outside force, right? Because you had Dormammu doing it. Then you had her duel against Udius here, and she got possessed by the Relic or OTES, whoever you
Whatever you
want
wanna
to
say,
talk
yeah.
about. So you can view it from that perspective and be a little critical of that. And were we robbed of a straight-up Udius versus Yuumu duel? Absolutely.
Yep.
However, I'm completely content with it personally because of the ways that this happened. First of all, it was a 1-episode thing. It's not like, in Vrains, we've seen it where Aoi Zaizen got infected with the Night of Hanoi virus. She ends up going into comatose for like 4 or 5 episodes after, where it's a multiple episode thing. And we've seen that plenty of times. I mean, how long was Selena or Yuzu or Rin or Ruri, brainwashed by the insect in Arc 5? That was many, many episodes. So at least this was just a quick 1-episode thing. And the way that it happened was insanely eerie and chilling. And it confirms, I would say, something that I have been saying for probably about 30, 40 episodes now. I have felt very strongly, going back to the 20s and 30s, that OTES was going to be, in some way, shape, or form, a part of this story. Been saying that for a long time. And it looks like that is pretty much confirmed. Whether you want to say he is the creator, whether you want to say he is a completely different character than the creator, or whether you want to say, maybe a theory is that he's the, embodiment of the Relic, and, OTES is the Relic in human form, and the Relic is actually, sentient, and OTES is the character or the program that allowed the Relic to, project its emotions or feelings.
Not impossible.
Not impossible. I mean, there's a few different running theories that, you can kind of have at this point. But the one theory that I think no longer is theory is that OTES, the character from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, has a role to play here in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. I mean, the name gets invoked. Yuumu even says, she gave us a huge piece of information last week about maximums, right? How did maximums come to this world? Well, this week she gives us a huge piece of information that maybe OTES got sent back further in time than Yuga, right? Hyperspace, they've already talked about how space and time travel is very unstable. Maybe OTES got sent 200 years further in the past, and it could work because OTES might not be a human. He might be an alien. He might be a program that Yuga created.
We don't
That's a
even
theory
really
out there.
know, to be honest.
We really don't know. We didn't know in 7's, and we really don't know here. So him being sent back that much further doesn't make sense. I mean, doesn't not make sense from a mortality standpoint. No. So it's definitely possible. And Yuumu's turn, her second turn, when she was clearly going off the deep end as being possessed, the music, the piano medley that played, so chilling. And then, of course, she uses the monster Darkness Drake. And if you look at OTES's monsters and the spells and traps that he used in that final duel against Yuga, there's 9 or 10 different Darkness cards. Oh, yeah. Darkness is the archetype that OTES himself played. He never played this particular card, but this has OTES's fingerprints literally all over it. So, I mean, there's a lot to just kind of touch on there. Did I love the brainwashing and mind control? No, of course not. Did I love that it happened to Yuumu again? 2 of her last 4 duels now. She wasn't really dueling. No, of course not. there were a couple of other things, right? Like, while UDS felt that something was off with Yuumu, there wasn't really any, like, dialogue in the middle of those turns. And I would have liked to see a little more dialogue. Now, eventually it got to that point with Yuumu taunting UDS a little bit about being a teacher just trying to lead through words and is unable to, like, actually reach his student. But there was no real, like, back and forth directly, I felt, between UDS and the possessed Yuumu.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that these duels have sometimes shied away from, where maybe Gallop duels didn't. And I get it. There's a one-episode time limit for a lot of these duels. A lot of Gallop duels have 2 episodes where you can have more story within them, more banter, more chatter. So I get it. But other than that, I thought it was a really good episode. And, yeah, I'm excited about the implications. Nick T., your thoughts generally speaking here.
Generally speaking, I really actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I really liked in some of the either 7s or Go Rush and just Bridge Yugioh a lot of the time. Going from first episode of the arc to second, I feel like I've always felt like there's been a bit of a tonal shift. And this time there was not. I find that the tone and energy carried over like pretty impeccably from 65 into 66. Like they did not skip a beat, and I just really appreciated that. And on top of that, just like the duel, all but confirming that OTES is here. And I want to say that somewhere down the line we had suggested that OTES, if Yugioh was sent back in time at some point, I think we floated the idea that OTES could have been sent back further. I don't remember how into it we got, but I want to say that idea has been floated. So the fact that, for me, the fact that Yuumu brought that up means one of 2 things. 1, confirms that fact or possibility, or 2, is sort of a write-in for some of our general feelings about it, where it's like, she's just saying what the audience may be led to think.
They do that sometimes.
They do that
that,
sometimes, where it's like, we feel like we're in on it, right? Like, she's thinking what I'm thinking, but then that turns out not to be the truth.
Usually that's never the case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
either case, I'm happy with. I'm just like, I like the direction we're going with that a lot.
Absolutely.
Like other general things. I really like how the tournament's set up. I like get Battle City vibe. Actually, I feel like a lot of the tournaments we've had, it's like you just duel around the city.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah.
Which I always like. It's like
it's casual at first before it gets serious.
And it's not confined to a specific place until the finals, of course. But like, I like that. We're still in our general environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I was like, oh, this is weird. Yes, Yuumu gets possessed by probably OTES or whatever it is, and then it's gone. Like that, just like that. I mean, he was within Yuumu for all of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, but we'll see where it goes. Where does OTES's or whoever's soul or go? Where do the cards go?
Right.
It opens up some doors, and
Because the card's gone, too.
Card's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
weird, very fishy.
Very, very weird. There's a lot of things with OTES and time and Sirocco even. It's fascinating.
Definitely.
Dredge, what were your thoughts on the episode?
I enjoyed it. I liked it. Probably a little more than good, but not fully great.
I respect that.
The duel itself was good. I liked the possession. I think it was as much as I don't like it being Yuumu that got possessed. I think at this point, there's a tournament arc, and tournament arcs can be fun, and you get your duel matchups that you usually can't have. But to see that aspect of them saying OTES and her touching the relic, and then whatever it is, you can say it's right, you can say it's whatever it is. It's interesting that they did that there, and then almost against your point, not saying I didn't like it, but to see that it goes away so quick, it's interesting. I'm more interested as to why. How did that? And I think you said that too. Is how did that happen? And is it going to happen more? Is someone else getting possessed, or is that just us trying to show that the relic is it sentient? Is it got a spirit in it? It really adds more excitement to find out when we do find out what we have all our thoughts, right? We have our thoughts, our theories on what the relic is, who's the relic, whatever. No matter how you look at it, I love how they just keep teasing at it and keep giving a little, and then go along with the show, and it flows really well, in my opinion.
Also, I want to just jump on your point really quick. when
Thank
when
you
she was
for the
possessed
dono.
and she's about to do what she believes is her final attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says, "Now it's time to delete Yugioh or eliminate Yugioh and everybody else."
Mm.
I mean, it's almost like verbatim the same line that Phaser used
Yes.
when he said, "We have to rid the OTES from existence."
Yeah, it's seeming,
It's like that's
Yeah,
like
good point.
I don't know if that's the like another link to the creator in that sense, that like they're both linked to the relic in this way.
Mhm.
But it's like that's almost like a verbatim line of like the relic wants to get rid of Yugioh and the Odo twins and everybody else apparently.
Real quick, can we touch upon the fact that nobody thought to ask? Like, now we're all friends.
Yeah.
Hey, Phaser, like, what did you mean by that? By the way, like getting rid of my
I already
entire
forgot.
bro.
bloodline.
Don't even.
I mean,
like, let's not even talk.
I'm
that's just.
kind of at the point. Maybe it's going to sound a little harsh. I'm fine not talking about the Ryuga brothers.
Yeah, I prefer. I
that's
prefer
harsh,
not.
But right
It's
now, they're
harsh,
still
but, like,
there, though.
No, I know they're still there, but
So, like, why didn't
that ending as
Yes.
more time has passed?
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
love it.
it's
really
bad.
just- yeah,
it's not
bad.
good.
It wasn't
I know.
great.
It's not.
Yeah.
And,
Which
and
is-
it's not. There's no sugarcoating it. It's just.
It's
And
just
he
the-
brings up another great point. Like,
the-
why do we not know?
Yeah, why don't they
Like,
want to know?
I know the just the quickness in forgiving them
It's just-
after 2 years, and then like they didn't forgive Manabu, you know, and
See, and now
Well,
Monamu went off the
well,
deep end.
well, we'll talk about Manabu
yeah.
next.
Yeah,
week
but
a
it-
little
it's-
bit.
I just think it's weird, especially
No, I
now.
agree. I
It's-
agree.
And doubly weird now because of what you said.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe if it's the relic's influence making us want to destroy the.
Yeah.
Maybe the Odos should want to address the fact that they're repeatedly
Someone
wanting
wants
to be
to remove
deleted.
So-
them or destroy them.
So I normally wouldn't do this. I normally wouldn't get too far ahead of ourselves here. So for those that really hate episode summaries, I'm going to touch on it for about 2 minutes max, and then I'll get away from it in case you want to just like mute this. part.
So you're gonna, so
The
you're basically
episode-
spoilers right now. You're gonna say
no,
basically?
very quick. Very
Oh,
quick
okay,
spoilers.
okay.
Quick spoiler.
So
but
there are
This
spoilers
is for
though.
the
If you don't want to hear
episode-
about
This is
this
for the
episode.
episode 69 summary.
Oh, this jumps ahead.
So this
Oh,
is,
that
this is a
one?
few weeks
Yeah, we
ahead.
talked- you talked
I think
about
it's
that one.
important because it's kind of what
Few
Nick
weeks
T's
ahead.
touching on.
It is. You're right.
Denois feels that Phaser is kind of hiding something regarding the relic.
Okay.
Tremolo gets upset because Tremolo gets upset whenever anyone accuses
Yeah, Denois
his
starts
brother.
accusing and yeah,
and then
investigate.
basically there's a duel between the two of them.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that's
right.
it. We won't touch more about that, but it looks like at least that
They're
will
gonna
get
talk
addressed
about it a little.
to some
Spoilers
degree, yeah.
are
If
gone.
that's what
why
it is.
Why is Denois the one, addressing it and not someone else? Why wasn't it addressed already? I don't know. But at least that part is kind of getting addressed down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still have to wait 3
I
weeks.
just think,
for
I think
that,
it's
but-
interesting, but yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that will be the thing that
Yeah.
gets addressed. But I'm like,
No, there's
yeah,
a lot with
it's like
the
you want to
relic.
kill my family. You say you want to kill my family.
My
Now we're
bloodline,
friends. Could you just maybe like
Yeah, let me
address
know
that?
why. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that about, dude?
Yeah, no, I agree. The language is very, very similar
Yeah.
there. 100%. But back to you, Drudge.
Yeah. So just touching on that. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about
The interestingness of the relic just keeps growing, in my opinion, which I love.
Agreed.
One thing that I'll say is I was not a fan of 65. Like I really did not.
Really?
Yes, the first episode, the Epoch thing, like
Oh, it was
making
annoying.
him do all those tests.
It was annoying.
It was quite annoying.
I
enjoyed
I
it
personally
because it
didn't
was
enjoy
annoying.
it, and I wanted.
I
wasn't here, so I wanted to touch
would
on
say
it.
I would say based on the comments I've
It was
read.
alright. Like,
no, I'd say there were a good amount of people that were not fans of
Yeah.
Epoch and didn't really like.
Oh
her.
no, but now this episode, you see Yugioh almost like it really brings you back to me a kid where it's like we really don't understand what a kid's thinking. So Yugioh is trying anything to be and I love that aspect of Yugioh is trying to just find a way to connect with Epoch, and then even Yuumu's words in the duel, you see Epoch react to them like kind of like, oh god, that's about like almost she's being targeted. And is there a reason there? Is it because the spirit or whatever is possessing Yuumu is doing that? Like why is she being targeted, or why does she feel like she be? But just seeing that, and then at the end of the episode, kind of seeing that like there's definitely gonna be like some connection. We're gonna see Epoch more obviously, and to find out who she is, I like that. So even though I didn't like the first episode and I didn't like all the annoyingness of it, she grew on me in this next episode, which I will say.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what's a crazy relation you can make here? Look back at Swirly, and there's been a lot of comparisons to Epoch
I
and Swirly.
can't because I like Swirly. from the
Who
beginning.
was
Yeah.
early
who
proponent
was
of
Swirly's
Swirly.
first duel against?
OTES?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Epoch witnesses her first duel, Yugioh versus, it very well could have been the Spirit of
True.
Otis.
Oh.
And the
Very true.
Spirit of Otis did seem to be going after.
Wait, so
I remember Swirly ended up being Go Hyuna, not Go Hyuna, I'm sorry.
Go Yugioh.
Go Hyuga,
Yes.
and that was all part
So
of
wait,
Otis's plan.
So question real quick. So
So it's interesting.
Are you saying Swirly's first duel was against Otis? Or
Yes. His first
But
duel
then
was
this is-
against
this is
Otis.
technically
It's not a
different then.
one-to-one.
It's
not a
not a
one-to-one.
one-to-one.
But I see what you mean.
But Otis,
Yeah.
Presence.
Otis's presence is
Yeah.
there for the first
Yeah.
rush duel
Hey.
that Swirly and Epoch
I
respectively
will
were
say this
a part
though,
of.
my
Okay, I see
my
what you're saying.
deductive powers are not telling me that Epoch is as important as Swirly. I do think Epoch will be important, but Swirly, like if you think about how what Swirly became, it was kind of like wow. That's
I agree.
crazy,
He was
you
Go
know?
Hyuga. Yeah. No, I agree.
But
I
yeah,
still think she has
overall,
an importance.
this set,
I agree.
65 was 66 was definitely better and a step in the right direction. I did find it funny though the ending scene when there's the chair, and I think it's we think it's at first you thought it was London. I think Nick T said that
Yeah.
too. That you see Manabu on the chair, kind of with the answer next to him, and it just made me laugh because I'm like they're really bless you. And you mentioned this, in your watch along.
Yeah.
They're really selling the Manabu is like snapped, man. He's like
Yeah.
he's going off the deep end ever since, and rightfully so. If you look at what Phaser and Tremolo did, and I don't want to talk about them, I'll do real quick. What they did, they got off clean, and Manabu just did one
Scot-free.
thing. That
And they
really
just keep
Manabu,
pushing him too.
yeah, and it's just so I and it's funny because it's not making me like Manabu more, but I do like that they're sticking to the script and like, hey, Manabu snapped, he's going off, he's got a new persona and everything, Sugetsu style, which we enjoyed from Sevens as well.
I'm
So
kind of liking him more because
yeah.
of it. I don't know. Like I
It's
feel
just
like
conferencing error, bro.
before, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Jesus,
It kind of
no.
is.
No.
And hear me out.
No.
Like, yes, does it make him suck a little bit more? Like, yeah, but like, yes, he did something bad, and he should be punished for it. And then they just keep pushing him between Denois and
Muda.
I'm like, all right, like enough. Like,
Yeah.
he's already like getting worse treatment than almost anybody else.
Yeah.
And now he's getting pushed further and further. It's like, yeah, of course he's gonna snap.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with him.
Well, it's like not
No.
only was he
Yeah.
mistreated by
Well-
his friends, he was also mistreated and basically enslaved by
His friend.
Now, to be fair,
Yikes.
remember Muda and Denois, he tried to kill with that anti-Karamata
Okay,
beam.
yes, maybe they
over and over.
All right.
So I understand them having some fun with him.
But
and
Zuijo should
that's
swoop in and be like,
deserved.
all right, guys.
That's deserved. Well, and Zuijo's just gonna, he's got bigger fish. to fry.
Zuijo is getting Zuijo.
Zuijo's gonna Zuijo.
It's just
I'm
that
more
simple.
just like, all the other, Uemu, Yuhi, Udius, all those characters so quick to forgive the Ryugu brothers, haven't checked on Manabu.
No
Yeah,
one's
they don't
checking
care.
on him.
They were all
do not care.
friends.
They do not
They
care.
were all friends.
They probably
So
are
it's-
more worried about Nyandastar than they are for Manabu.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
Like,
Yeah, but then again, they also witnessed
that's also
him use that anti-Karamata beam.
I would like a flip here where it's like the fact that like, oh, our good guys are really just like friends with people so that because they're a piece of the puzzle. Where it's like, oh, like we really have to check in with Nyandastar only because she's a cat.
Right, and she might have been
A,
carded.
pie-
and-
a piece of the puzzle. Like,
don't-
are they just? Is everyone just to our protagonist's disposal?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think that makes them good people if that's the case.
They're the cards that they play. It's like, oh, we got to use this one here. And
really turning the show on its head now.
I mean, I don't know. We'll talk a
Are
little
the
bit
good
about.
guys even good?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk a little bit more about Manabu, of course, later on.
Yeah.
and obviously we'll go really into him next week because he's going to be the focus.
so
And
should we ask Ghost Pete what he thinks?
next week, yeah, Ghost Pete.
Ghost Pete. Yeah,
What do you think Manabu's character is going to do next week? Do you think he's going to improve, or do you think he's going to keep going down this bad hole?
I think he's gonna work some overtime.
Oh, he's working overtime at MIK.
That's
All
for
right, well,
sure.
No, he got fired from MIK.
He's working overtime at
We had
chair he
general.
was
No,
sitting
but
in.
that's the craziest thing, right? He lost his position in MIK. MIK rebranded, and they didn't rehire him.
He didn't deserve his job back.
But
he
why?
failed.
But the Ryugu
failed.
brothers.
I'm just playing. I'm playing along.
That's
Dylan,
the logic kills me.
don't keep thinking about it
That's
because
where it
it's going
kills
to
me.
make you
I know,
so
it
frustrated.
kills me.
It's ridiculous.
kills me.
It's-
but
like,
anyway,
ugh.
yeah. Enough about those three and MIK and everything.
Please.
I want to focus in here on Otis. Now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch some of those podcasts in the 20s, in the teens.
Start clipping stuff.
I'm gonna start clipping stuff because there were a lot. Listen, there were a lot of people. I say a lot of crazy theories. I get it.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people in chat. Every time I would mention Otis, you know who you are, and it's fine. We all got opinions. Every time I would mention Otis, Dylan, shut up. You're an idiot.
Oh,
He's
you
not
got you
showing
got
up.
some heat.
I'm
I
not
got a
gonna
lot of
lie
heat.
to you.
And you three were never too. Pete was very intense about it.
I almost agreed with you. I think.
No.
for the most
The
part.
three of you were always kind of in the middle.
I'm
There were a
always
lot
in the
of
middle.
There were
Yeah.
a lot of people in chat who weren't. That's okay. Listen, I'm wrong about a lot of things. But this was one that I felt pretty good on the whole way through.
Yes,
I
you
did. I never
No,
changed
you
my
100%
stance
said it.
on it.
Here, no,
I mean, he's definitely confirmed to be in the show, right?
The
Well,
fact that
they
his
showed him
name is
now.
said,
Right.
the only way they could try to get around it, and I really hope they don't do this at this point, is that acronym. And it to have it, say Otis's name, get
Piece of the
possessed,
door if someone wants to
and
grab him.
for them to go into the acronym, I really not like. So at this point, it would be a disservice to say Otis's name, have Yumu get possessed, only for it to be the acronym. I think it's really important here that if you're going to do this, you got to stick to it.
Well,
So.
do you know what? I think the acronym was Otis, almost in memory of Otis. Like,
Yeah.
I think Yuga named it that because of Otis, not the
Yeah.
other way around. Like, because he named it basically after Otis, who was, actually Otis.
Mhm.
And the system is just named that to kind of represent what he went through against him.
Well, and-
That's why his suit looks like him, the mask looks like his.
I'll
But
tell
why?
you.
Why would you? Okay, so but I actually want to jump real. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So Yuga wants to be like Otis, his fated rival and enemy. Does
But
that
what
make
if
sense?
Otis
Otis
is
is
a
the one who put
failed-
him on this road.
No, but what if Otis is a
Now,
failed
if-
creation?
If they came full circle, I'd be okay with it.
Otis is the one
Otherwise,
that put him
if
on the
Otis
road.
yeah, the creation thing could work
what
too.
if Yuga made him?
It's possible too.
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
And another theory that I would love to see it work, I really would. And this is actually something that Pete theorized way back early in
Yuga
Sevens.
is Otis.
Yuga and Otis are the same character.
Yeah, I could see
And
that.
somehow
At this
something
point, I
screwed
could
up
see it.
on the timeline.
I could see that.
That would be
yeah.
like Otis is like a twisted version of, or like a jaded version of Yuga.
Yeah.
Who's like who's done the time loop somehow
well,
like
it's
50
almost
times.
Well, it's that, and it's
and
almost
like gained immortality. No, but they could do something crazy
He's just
because
trying
it's
to get
Yu-Gi-Oh.
rid of him so it
It's
doesn't
Yu-Gi-Oh.
continue anymore.
They can do anything crazy.
And
I'd
it's-
love to see them go that route.
And it's almost like, again, you say
Get
this
dark.
like, there's different versions of yourself. Like when you go through different experiences, you're gonna. So all you have to do to cover that is like say, oh, Otis was Yuga and Yuga's Otis. Is that they went through different things and that's why they became the person that they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. There was a canon event
Yeah.
that changed.
Oh
Okay.
Jesus! Really got
Yeah.
canon events, bro. This freaking guy.
Listen, I think it's going to be really, really fascinating to see how that all
Definitely.
comes together. Yeah,
I
definitely.
agree.
All right, we got Pete coming on. Pete's getting ready. We're gonna get his thoughts on the episode for you
Wait,
guys.
he has the same hat on. Imagine he had the same shirt on.
That would have been crazy.
All right,
You thought about it?
all right, there he is.
Yeah.
Pete is on.
My name is Otis.
All right, we'll let him get settled. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to touch on. Oh, did you guys see that the Lug was in the episode?
Today's episode?
Very
This
easy
one?
to miss.
in the house, right?
Yeah, when they go into Epoch's room, the Lug chair is in the left of the room with like a blanket on top of it.
Oh.
And-
Then where is he?
Oh, really?
What?
Where is he?
He's
He's
the chair.
the chair. He's the chair.
He is
Oh,
the
he is
chair.
the
Like
chair.
he is
Yeah.
chair. He is chair.
So he heard the conversations going on in that room and just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Why would he?
Very weird.
So
He
yeah,
was sleeping.
Epoch, he's in
Also, wait,
Epoch's
how
room.
did he end
just-
up a chair? Did we?
no, we don't know.
Okay.
There's still a lot with the Lug that like, and by the way, he's not even mentioned in the next like 4 episode summaries.
So he's chilling.
So yeah, he's gonna be like an
Literally.
end of arc thing. That'll be really interesting. Pete, how you doing, man? Good to have you on.
Yeah, it's something.
All right, Pete, I wanna get your thoughts on episode 66.
Yeah, we
the
don't
review
have to.
episode. No, I want to know. Well, we gave our thoughts.
We don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid episode. It's a good
Yeah.
duel. I kind of get where they're going with the kind of Yugioh and Epoch relationship. I like that he kind of copied and mocked her. It's a classic you do to little kids. And
Yeah.
I think that will ultimately – I mean, you saw that she was literally affected as the duel was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think she knows how to verbalize in the nicest ways, which is very Tiger-esque.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see more of a progression between them, and I thought that was some good character building moments for the two of them, actually. Even though they're still calling each other idiots. It's more Yugioh being a mockery of it, but that's fine.
Did you like Epoch more? Because I know you weren't the biggest fan.
I think it was better. I think I'm
better.
understanding where we're going to go with this character,
Yeah.
and I could see, as I said, like the growth there. I actually really liked a lot of the moments between Yugioh and Yuhi, particularly at the beginning.
That
We
like
didn't touch on that at all.
that's what I'm here for. I think that brothership moment they kind of had there, and like Yuhi kind of slowing it down to being like, hey, like, we haven't talked in a while. That's why I'm here. Like, I'm not here to like see how you're tutoring someone. Like, I wasn't the best to you, and like I'm glad you're here and all that. And I thought that was a really nice, like, wholesome moment. That was nice to focus on as well. And the duel itself was good. I mean, I do feel bad for people. I guess this includes you that pick Yuumu, because it's like you kind of got cheaped because it wasn't really her. Not saying anything against the episode. I'm just saying from a dual picking perspective, you got screwed. And because as soon as her eyes turned green, I said, that's a loss. There you go. I mean, that's a
go
wrap.
back on my watch along. As soon as it happened, I said, oh, she's losing.
Yeah, that's a wrap. You knew it as soon as the
wasn't even hinted at in the summer.
No,
I mean,
so
they do good.
So I felt bad for that. Not as much you, but other people in the chat.
That's fair.
But it's interesting because this was a thought that I had that I'm stupid that I didn't verbalize this on podcasts, where we never took into account that, like, all right, Crater OTES, probably the same thing, maybe, who knows. But we never just thought, well, how does any of this work? Well, this is the way time travel and space portals and all this stuff exists. He just got it wasn't by choice. He accidentally got launched way further in the past than Yuka did. Yeah. And he's kind of, God, I really feel like I'm watching The Flash, some of these episodes. But like he's built this lie in a way, right? Like now I'm convinced he's pretending he's like this all-being creator of the universe. It's a lie. He's done this with creating this following throughout the ages and having maybe Sirocco help and being like, I know all. It's like, no, you're the same clown that we knew from Sevens, except you just have God knows how much of a history of life, of everything that you've been able to acquire this knowledge. It makes sense how you obviously you had knowledge of maximums and now you've implemented them through. And it's just, I'm interested to see how the relic thing goes, because I thought there'd be a little more there than them just all those smart people, and they're just like, all we could determine is it's a rock. And I'm like, wow, that was great.
Are there that many smart people in the room?
I feel like there's a decent amount of smart people.
Okay, yes, Kawhi is smart, but all he kept saying is, it's very dry. Like, dude, it's a rock.
It's true.
And Ashina Glad is like one of the lead people in that team.
Well, he's a rock expert.
Yeah, he is a rock expert. So, like,
someone actually, was it Denoa actually made the biggest breakthrough in saying it's very similar to the one,
right. There's some intelligence there,
there is,
and Yuumu's in there and stuff.
You're right,
and it's just, I think it shows to the mystery and maybe, unfortunately, the intelligence of OTES, right, of planning this far ahead, that like we have some of the smartest minds here on the show and we can't figure out anything.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder, are we going to actually dive into this character if this is OTES more? Because, it was one of our huge complaints, as everybody knows. We won't rehash that with Sevens. Yeah. You have to explain a little bit more here, because I cannot go through another show where he's in the last arc of the show and the last, like, 3 episodes he explains his mess. But I swear if that happens again, and now I'm going to think about, I don't know if I'm watching 9. Yeah. Like, I can't keep playing this game for 2 shows. Like, if he's the main person, you need to drop knowledge on that. Explain what is going on. What is even his real goal? Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like I got that in Sevens. Are we going to go a whole show of playing this game again? Yeah. Yes. Because then I'm just like, you're a phony. Like, you're nothing. Like, are you just a loser playing games? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, there's got to be.
So I'm a little bit worried about that aspect after this episode. Yep. Because now that you almost completely confirm this is OTES, to me, in my mind, it's like 98, 99% now. Yeah. You better do the legwork. Yeah. Because if you drop the ball again and we get to episode let's say 106, 107.
Yeah.
And that's where we see him again, and we have one duel, and then
blasting off again.
I'm going to be really annoyed by that.
I think you and everyone watching the shows.
Oh,
I mean
yeah,
that would be
terrible.
a train wreck. Now I've for many months now said that Otis was going to be a part of it, and I've always felt that way. And this is their chance to really make him like a compelling character. It's what they have a chance to redeem what they did not do in 7.
100%.
And it could have been that they chose, and I know it might not be the most popular route, they chose, hey, we know this character is going to be the main villain of the next show, so we're going to leave a lot of questions unanswered. We're going to have a very unfulfilling end for him because it's all going to get explained in Go Rush. And if that was the thought process, that's fine. But now you got to actually explain it here in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. You cannot keep it to the last 3 or 4 episodes because that would be horrific. I think the easiest way that you could make it work and make us instantly care about this character is this is somehow, and we just talked about it before you came, and this was a theory that you had going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's like episode 4. So we're going back to the very beginning.
we're doing it?
That Yuga and Otis are somehow the same person.
They are one.
Classic storytelling.
I mean, I think, and that's the
This
way
is.
that everyone would instantly care about Otis.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's a jaded Yuga. It's a jaded version of Yuga.
this is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
You know, right now, unfortunately, in Hollywood, the writer's strike is going on. You know, you need me to fill in and do some of the work here. I mean,
go.
I
I'll
can
link
do
his
it.
Are you a
resume.
scab? Are you going to break
Link in
this
bio.
straight?
His
You pay
resume.
cross
No,
the pickle line?
I'm not friends with I don't take trips to France. But, you know, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah. No, I will say I think that you got to make us care about him, and it doesn't need to be that Otis is Yuga. It could be that he was a program made by Yuga, and if he went 200, 300, 400 years into the past,
Probably
think
even
about
more,
an
I'd say.
artificial intelligence
Yeah.
that's developed from
That-
the
that
future
is totally fine if it goes that route.
gains all this
Totally fine.
knowledge, but there still should be a motivation as to why.
Well,
he's doing
100%.
it.
But then that also explains the obvious thing of, well, how's he lived this long?
Right.
Well, he's artificial intelligence.
And
and
Yuga
it
made
would
him.
make
Yeah.
sense how he's acquired, grown, evolved, and I mean, this would leave even more drastic changes to the timeline than we've already gotten.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
are completely screwing the original timeline.
We're cooking.
I mean,
yeah.
I would even
Let 'em
cooking implies a good thing.
Oh.
This is like
They're baking.
ripples of horrible timeline distortion. Like this is a big
It's
deal.
dangerous.
And the way this goes, it makes me convinced more that we're gonna get Yukio 9 and we're gonna, God, please not be Otis, but we're gonna roll into the consequences
Probably.
of what happens in this show.
Yes.
Let's get rid of Otis, and then we'll deal with the lasting effects.
I feel every time Pete says Yu-Gi-Oh! 9, I feel like I just won the Royal Rumble and I'm pointing to the Mania side.
Yeah, they jump as a sign.
We are less than 160.
By the way, I know I joined late, so I apologize to chat
Huge
to you
news.
guys.
Yeah, huge
Um,
news.
So you can tell me the huge news in a second, but the other huge news that I'm hoping it's the same one is: did JC confirm?
Yes.
You did?
Shout out to Natalie
Wow,
Lopez.
it worked. It
happening.
worked.
Natalie Lopez.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. She didn't even need to go into his stream. They were both in my Master Duel stream that I did a couple of hours ago earlier today.
Wow.
And Natalie was just asking him, so what are your thoughts on Vrains? Do you like Vrains? I heard you love Vrains.
She said she was going to do
she
that.
drove him nuts
Yeah.
to the point where he was like, all right, I'm RSVP. And he said something like that.
That's it.
So JC.
Wow.
We got
Wow.
him. So it's all thanks to Natalie.
Yeah, it's all
Wow,
thanks to Natalie.
Natalie
So
gets all the
huge
credit
Huge
for that
thank you
one.
to Natalie. So JC will be here in 162 days, 22 hours, 56 minutes, and 55 seconds.
So Natalie did basically. We've been doing this for months.
Well, that's what I said.
Natalie comes in. She said on Friday night when I was streaming.
Yep.
Which thank you to everyone that came by for that. She comes by. She's like, I got a plan. Implements the plan the first day. Done.
Yeah, she
Call
told
it
it
a
to
day.
me too.
It's
on
over.
Saturday
She executed the plan.
I mean, it's perfect.
Execute the
Genius.
plan.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You got to make the
It
plan. You execute the plan.
No, dude.
doesn't- No.
Yeah, just awesome stuff. So huge
Yeah.
news on that.
Well, I'm having a great night.
Yeah, no, it's great.
No-
JC's
nothing
coming.
could ruin this
my,
night.
my future, my old prediction might end up coming true of future Yuga.
Yeah.
I mean, Natalie got JC to crack. I mean,
Yeah.
what else could I have? I might win
No.
$1 million.
I mean,
I got Amazon Prime deals flowing. I mean, we are
Yeah.
rocking it.
That's
Yeah.
the trajectory we're heading in tonight. So it's a lot of.
You guys want to just call out of work? Just get crunk?
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
I always know this guy's in.
I am so in.
That is no, you're not. You have to work tomorrow.
I don't have to call out to get crunk.
Exactly. He works from bed.
That's you
not
got a
true
point.
at
So he can just do that.
Bro's got a mouse mover just like Dylan now.
No,
The mouse
Caliber,
thing.
actually,
I
Caliber
couldn't
has
do
respect
that.
for his job.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. He's not.
Yeah, DJ.
I can confirm Caliber's never worked a day in his life.
Oh.
Silver spoon, baby.
Oh.
Here we go.
All right.
Now we got 2 Pete's.
DJ,
here.
how's the driving
The
going?
man who has everything.
I drove to LBI yesterday
Yeah.
and then immediately turned around because the work was done.
Oh,
That
Classic.
sucks.
Classic.
That's
movie.
classic.
you should have made lunch in LBI at least.
Big
then.
oof.
Oh.
That sucks, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, well, fun times at work. But, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on the episode? You kind of gave your thoughts there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna take out more of everybody's time, but
Can I give a weird theory
No.
on
Yeah,
Otis?
please do.
drop the
Yeah.
weird.
Kind of listening to what Pete's been saying, what you've been saying about potentially them being the same person. They could be the same person, and then Yugioh's not only the man from the future, but he's the man from the past, and he's the ancestor from long ago that started the whole.
It's just a
UGS
timeline of
thing.
Yugas.
I need.
Remember how they talk about the ancestor that knew?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Dredge is getting it. So like after the stream, we'll break out the whiteboard. We'll
Yeah,
Let's
explain
do
yeah,
it.
to him
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
Let's break out. I got nothing but time. Let's
I'll go
break
back
it
to
down.
the
Nick, you might
quotes,
need to
yeah.
bust out some rhymes so that Judge understands it.
Oh yeah, the rhymes.
I'm not
yeah.
gonna do that to
yeah.
you, bro.
What rhymes?
Like some nursery rhyme.
Oh,
type
nurseries.
Stuff, like
Some actual rhymes, like things that
bog and
actually
dog
rhyme.
And
If it actually, if it actually rhymes, I'll support it. If it doesn't rhyme, I won't support
I've been
it.
here
There
for
you go.
10 minutes and it'll cause a chaos. I'm
He's a
sorry,
poet, and
Dredge.
he didn't even know it.
that rhyme.
See, that was good. That is the.
Oh man,
If Rovian,
I'm cooking in this kitchen.
if Rovian just said that, it'd be her greatest line in the show. Literally. That's all she would have.
Do you think she?
Because
do
then it
you
would
think
make
she
sense.
won?
No,
It's
Jersey
blank verse.
beat her.
No, you know she
No,
won.
George Jersey did not beat
I'm
her.
dead
You
ass.
know she won.
I'm dead ass.
You know she
He
won.
said this on the watch along. I know where you're
genuinely-
going.
I'm genuinely being so honest.
You said on the watch
I'm
along.
not even kidding. In my mind, George Jersey won that duel.
Yeah, in your mind because you're a psychopath.
No.
That's different.
No.
In
I
reality,
think his
she is
deck-
the infinitely better duelist, and she clearly won.
I don't agree with that. I think his deck matches up better against her deck.
Dylan,
I think
no.
it's kind of like
That's
Sissy
that's
Go
what we
Roman.
call old-fashioned copium.
Exactly.
That's what
Dylan, did you?
She cooked him.
Listen, I
Cooked him.
love both characters.
Well, we don't know
I
that.
want some
Unless-
George Jersey
Unless
representation.
we know it
She
for
won.
sure,
She
in
won.
my mind, George Jersey won that duel. And unless we know the result for sure, we don't know.
Jersey stand up.
Dill,
It's like Jersey versus Philly, basically.
Dill,
Yeah.
did you not
Excuse me?
say that George Jersey is a lock for the quarterfinals?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, do you remember saying
I
that
say
on the
that?
watch
I
along?
may
Oh,
have
it's
said
on the
that
watch along. I was
watch-along.
there.
I may have.
He
I
locked
was-
in George Jersey for the quarterfinals. Locked in.
I will bet you
Oh
fucking
my
anything
gosh.
right
Wow.
now he doesn't make the quarterfinals.
Let's do it.
I'll bet you anything right
on.
now.
What
well,
happened?
We don't know if the.
No.
Yeah, no.
Put your
You're-
money where
you're
your mouth
so
is.
done.
Put your money where your
Yeah, I
mouth
just
is.
got
You
you
want
done.
to
How about
just
the-
shame
How about
Rovian's name
how
all
about
over the place.
round of 16?
No, that's not the quarters. That
That's
wouldn't be
not
the
the quarters.
quarterfinals.
It's not the quarters.
My worry. Do you want to know my worry? My
No.
worry is that
He's a clown?
We'll only get the semis. That's what I think they'll do.
You don't think we're gonna hear about what happened?
I don't think. I think it'll be the top 4.
That's what you're hoping for, because then you can portray the lie that he made the quarterfinals. Because I
No.
know the game.
You look at the 8. Look at what 8 best duelists in the field. Who are you picking? Because the Ryugu brothers are.
We don't even have to talk about that. All I want to know is you think that George Jersey is a better duelist than Rovian. That's what you're gonna tell me.
I think they're comparable. Yes, I think they're comparable.
That's not terrible.
I think they're comparable.
I agree with that.
I mean, when was the last time
I still think
Rovian
Rovian won.
Hang on. When was the last time Rovian won a duel? I think I was like 26 when Rovian won a duel.
Sounds
It
right.
was years ago. It was against.
Wait, when was the last time she actually dueled
I think
and
it-
had a focus? The
against
second
Monabill.
arc?
Against Monabill.
Okay.
No, she dueled Monabill.
So one duel since
she
episode
dueled the Lug.
26.
She dueled Udius. She's had 3.
Oh, so we're counting the Lug duel where everyone was set up to lose there.
Not everyone.
Okay.
You
And
got-
what is George Jersey then? I'm just wondering. He dueled once, right, and lost,
George
right?
Jersey got thrown into space by Phaser, if we remember correctly.
George Jersey.
And
lost
listen,
to
there's
the
nothing
protagonist.
against this character. Okay, there's nothing against this character. This is not a conversation.
Joey Wheeler is a better duelist than this man.
Joey?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
well,
Yeah,
yes.
that's fair.
Now
That's fair.
DJ's thinking of early Joey Wheeler.
Oh.
Joey Wheeler by the end of the show, he's a good duelist. So I agree.
He still relies too much on
Baby
luck.
Dwag.
BB Dwagon.
Oh
No,
my
DJ's right about that. But let me say this.
Say it.
I think we're all kind of saying the same thing.
No, we're not. We're absolutely not saying the same thing.
Similar.
We're not saying the same thing. And this Rovian smear campaign has gone on too long.
That's what I'm saying.
Right here in episode 66, this is where it ends.
Well,
it's
hold on.
over.
Can I-
It's over. Just admit she's a better duelist than George Jersey. Say it.
Before I say that,
The
can
boat
I?
shall go.
What did she do last arc? I'm trying to remember because she seemed. To
What
be
did George Jersey do besides get launched into fucking space?
Hey, hey!
Team
At
Rocket,
least he was
baby.
present for that final battle.
Yeah.
Say what you want to say. That's the one thing he's got. What do you want to say? Where you been?
He was present.
Yeah, that's
He's right. He's not wrong.
We're arguing over
because
like,
he's an alien, so he was literally used.
Oh, 100.
He was literally used
All right,
for
I'll-
Phaser's purposes.
I will say this:
Say
Rovian is probably a better duelist.
There
than
we go.
George Jersey.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank
hey.
you.
But Dill, as you know in dueling, the better duelist doesn't always win.
Doesn't always win.
Exactly.
Doesn't always
You
win.
know, you're feeding the chaos for no reason. The Rovian
so
hate
You know
is
how I
real.
feel about Rovian.
The
I do
Rovian
not
hate
like
is
Rovian.
real.
I've never liked
Yeah,
Rovian.
but take
Okay.
the personal feelings out of it. She's a good duelist.
She was. She only has one win.
Like, it's not like we're saying
She
she's
beat
got
the
like
Twins.
6 wins.
That was a good win.
If you want to compare her to like Yugioh or someone, I go, okay, no contest there.
Well-
we're talking about
she's
George
way better.
Jersey. I mean, come on.
All right, no, you're I see what you make a good point.
Yeah.
This gets my blood.
We got to
pressure.
move on.
George
But,
Jersey.
but honestly,
Let's
how
go
many-
to the next one.
How many duelists have won a 2v1 in the show?
One.
She might be the only one.
Right.
Yeah.
He's feeding my argument. Thank you.
No, she's the only one.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So then that means she's better.
Well, but
exactly.
how
So
many-
that's what I'm
Dil-
saying. You're
yeah,
helping
that's
my
your
argument.
argument, yeah.
You're helping my
how many-
argument.
But how many duelists lost to a duelist who had one monster zone that they couldn't use?
Let me do the fact checking on that and get back to you.
The answer is
And,
also
and
one.
what episode was that in?
That was 25 and 26.
And what are those typically called? Just refresh my memory. I'm a little dumb.
They're the arc finale.
Oh, so you thought that the antagonist was going to win
No.
that? Okay.
No,
I'm just wondering. Just trying to put my mind
no,
together.
I
mean,
didn't.
and-
But
I know you're Yukio everything, but I'm sorry. I'm nowhere near you. I'm just
No.
trying to catch up in the
no.
logic.
But at the end of the day, UDS won with one zone being illegal.
Okay. And if I was the
That's-
protagonist having no knowledge, I would have won because that's how the script goes.
Yeah, but
And you could put
okay.
anyone in there and the hero
But
will win.
if you take that duel away, Rovian has not won a single duel after.
She
that.
hasn't had really any focus since then.
And
Manabu and
that
Moon.
alone's a problem, right?
It's definitely a problem. And if you want to put her against the maid people, that's fine. We're not putting her ahead of George Jersey. This is where the copium stops.
I don't know, man.
Stops.
It's definitely debatable.
We're moving on.
What happened? Okay. All right, let's move on. Do we want to do some super chats?
Sure. See some super
Do
chats.
you want to go first or you want me to
Yeah,
go
all right.
first?
I'll read some donations. Well, actually, I'm also curious to see
The poll.
the poll, how
The
people
poll.
rated this episode because
Come on, go to the polls.
I don't actually
Stop the count.
This is a good point, actually, in your guys' argument.
great
No,
call.
no, don't say it. Don't say it.
Chupataro.
Oh,
Here.
We're not bringing in
God.
Chupataro, right? We
You
can
know,
agree on
Is he better than her?
no, we can
Okay.
agree on Chupataro.
Didn't they call
If we
him?
can't agree on
What did
Chupataro,
they
we
call
can't
him in
agree
this?
on anything.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
That's
The
true.
day that happens, the day we know our friendship's over. What did the announcer call him? Was it Psycho? Was it what?
Chupataro?
Yeah,
It was like a Meek Chan
was probably
crazy
like
fan.
yeah,
Windows
something
Live
like
or
that. I'm
something.
like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He's like Meek
He shouldn't
Chan.
even be allowed to participate.
I think we were gonna say alive, and I'm like, yeah,
Well, that's a you comment.
Yeah, that is
So I
an
won't go
excuse.
that
That's
far.
very
It's just he shouldn't be allowed to compete.
The
at all.
poll still is not posted. I don't know where the poll went.
it disappeared.
I ended the
I
poll
have it
and
on
it
my
disappeared.
side.
Pete has it on his.
Can I end it?
yeah, can you end it?
I can dismiss it.
I can't
But it doesn't
see.
do anything
I can't
other
see
than-
the
Like,
result.
it like bugged out.
Can I report it?
What are the
What are the
results?
results?
He
Can
just
you
got
read
it.
the results?
No, it's there, by the way.
Is my mic on?
Oh no!
Yeah,
Wait.
read the results. Your mic's on.
44% great.
Wow.
Okay.
46% good.
90.
9% meh.
Yeah.
And 2% bad.
Wait.
Wait, we're over 100.
We're over
now.
100 now.
That's
46 and
101%.
What are you
46
doing?
and 44 is 90. 9 more is 99. 2% 101.
That extra 1% must have been the
From
the
last
stuff.
week.
Oh,
in
it's
the
carry
balance.
over. Carry the one.
So
Bring us to
many,
the
it's
next
been
week's poll.
98
No,
or
there were
99%
mail
lately.
trucks seen at 4 a.m.
That's the second reference in 2 minutes.
That's unfortunate.
Well, that's a great segue into the new podcast that we're unveiling.
No, all right.
Mail time with Dill.
Wait, what?
Oh God, Crystal Colden. Thank you for the Go Rush donation, $8.88. Thank you, Crystal. A good episode. I loved the Yuhi and Yugioh scene. It was too short, but the whole Yumu possession has me planning something for my AUs. Now give me that new red reboot monster now. Yeah, I mean Yumu gets possessed again here.
Classic.
Yeah, it's twice now in the show. The UDS and Yuhi scene was very, very good. And that's the cool thing, right? You write AUs like Crystal does. You can get inspiration from anything in these episodes, and that's always super cool. So, Crystal, thank you for sharing your thoughts there, and long live BTR. Lorena, thank you for the $2 donation. I'm not surprised OTES came up again in Go Rush, because I actually expected it to happen when Yugioh was name dropped even before that. They were both in the hyperspace. Lorena, that's the point that I made for a very long time.
You have.
They were both in the hyperspace. I felt like he had to be back. It wouldn't have made sense to me.
I think for me it was copium on my part
I
that
think
I
it was.
just didn't
It was
want.
it wasn't just you. It was a lot of
I
people.
didn't want this to happen.
It was a lot of
but
people.
Yeah, you've been right. I mean, you called that, so it's good on you. It's definitely copium on my part.
That's
I
fair.
didn't want this to happen for 2 shows. It's happening.
That's fair. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I will say,
Yikes.
I really do believe, and we're not going to go into detail on it. I think in 20 or 30 episodes,
Please don't.
we're going to be having the same conversation
Dude, I don't want to.
about that mystery girl.
No, well, that honestly, even that I'd be fine with. At
Okay,
this point.
okay.
I can't. I'm
What's the other
literally
one?
terrified of we're gonna get to the end of the show and it's gonna be the same thing again.
Oh no,
I really am.
because I won't. I'll be pissed with you.
I really think there's a
No.
possibility of that. happening.
They're not going to fumble it again. They're not going to. And I think the only reason they fumbled it in sevens
Is
was
because they had
because
plans
knew they
here.
were going to bring him back.
I
and
hope
Go
so.
Rush.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I mean, trust me.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Lorena, thank you so much. Brian Ford, thank you for the $2 donation. The Darkness Drake reminded me of the Dragon, the card that the Luke Man used in sevens. I wonder if we'll get the Luke being possessed, so we get the Luke Man version 2.0. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I guess the Luke Man is in the future, so there's no way the Luke Man can show up. But like, what role is the Luke gonna have in this arc? Like, he was shown in the very first episode.
It did look ominous.
He's a chair all of a sudden, which is obviously like a Sebastian reference because the Providence Nail worked so closely with Sebastian, and the Lug works closely with the Nail variant. But yeah, why is he a chair? What's the point of all that? That's a very good question. I don't know. I don't have answers.
It wouldn't have any relation to like Mitsuko also being a chair.
It could, but I don't know if there's a tie-in between those two characters. I even forgot that.
Neither
Mitsuko
do
was
I,
a
but
chair.
like I understand the
she's been a chair
Sebastian
forever.
reference, but like Mitsuko was also a chair to start. Like
Yeah.
it was just one of those things that when I watch it, that's what I thought of. I was like,
Yeah, so-
really,
no,
there's
it's
no
not-
connection there, but why would they both be chairs?
Yeah.
A lot of chair stuff.
Chairs,
imagery.
shirts.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on?
What's next?
Yeah.
Coat racks,
Lamppost.
lamps, anything.
Oh, lamps.
Yeah, that would
I
light
could go
up my
for some
world,
lamps.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Stop it.
We got to figure out what's going on
Such
here.
a bad
Get
pun.
a figure.
Jesus.
Get together and figure it out.
Brian, thank you
No
so
shade,
much,
bro.
man.
No shade.
Loretta, thank you so much
These
for
are
the
dad
$2
jokes.
donation.
Literally.
How was the Butler? How was the Butler able to understand Epoch? I felt like I was on something during this episode. I enjoyed it more than the last one, though, and I think Epoch has the potential to become an enjoyable character. Just please lose the box. Well, I think that's
Can I
going to
answer
be
that
a big
after you?
end of character arc moment for her. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, the butler, he's copium because he doesn't understand it. I don't think anything
think
she's really
Pete's right
saying.
on that one.
I think he is so tired of taking care of this.
He
this
wants
this
someone to
child
take
that
her.
is this
Just
trouble.
take her.
He is looking for the babysitter to just get her
Get
out of the
out.
house. and hopefully grow her as a person. So I think he's lying to himself in those moments. Like, oh my God, she's so into this. He don't believe that. He just wants peaceful time. He can go sit on the couch, watch his favorite show, and drink some tea. Like that's all he's trying to do.
I think he might be going Scott.
See, I also feel it could be the other way where he's known her for her whole life. So he knows how to like read her, and he knows what she's actually.
Could be, or he's just
saying.
tired at this point.
Could be that.
I'd be inclined to agree with Pete was saying, if not for the way this episode ended, with her saying all this like backwards stuff about how she doesn't want to rush duel, doesn't want help, doesn't want to be with Yugioh, and saying it all while she's putting her hand up in the air, and so does Yugioh, and it's this triumphant moment where she just said, "I don't want to rush duel, idiot." So I kind of do get the sense that Alfred does understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
Up until that point, I was like, does he get this? I don't know.
Either way, as long as she's out of the house, it's a win for him.
I
it's
think
definitely
the
a win.
more
Either way,
important
he's
question.
winning.
We're all not asking. We're not.
Ask it.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Yeah, well, I think that's
Epoch.
She's so shy.
You
I think that'll be
just
her
go.
big
Go
moment
away.
where she lifts
Just
the
go.
box off.
I can't.
That was a good moment where he's like, this is it? The box?
box,
yeah.
That was really
Oh,
good.
it's so weird, isn't it?
Boo, boo, boo.
I do
Please.
find that Alfred does make her more
That is
tolerable,
you. You know
though.
what? You know, I found Calibro's variant in this show. It's Puka Poo.
No.
Boo, Puka Poo. Yeah, that's Cal.
If you want, I could just say that all stream.
Can we
No.
Can we just put a box over you every
Can
episode?
just like her.
And give you a little megaphone.
I will say, I really
Yeah, megaphone
enjoyed
for sure.
65, but I think her being annoying was why I enjoyed 65, because she is very annoying.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God,
Well, she's a
65
young
was so bad.
kid who doesn't know how to.
Just shut the hell up.
Well, yeah. And do
Oh my God.
Know your role.
Nick T's realness is coming out. Watch out.
Yeah.
I'll give you a warm
Or she
message.
was like,
Shut
"Oh,
the
do
hell
all
up."
this stuff," and I just like berate you constantly, and I'm like, I mean,
No,
that's,
she's a bit of a brat.
yeah. Well,
She's a brat.
I mean,
And
she's,
so is
she's
Tiger.
literally, she's a rich girl.
Yeah.
She's literally the heir
So
of
is
a
Tiger.
company.
And so is Tiger.
Right,
Yeah, but I
exactly.
feel like she doesn't hold the air of like money, Tiger. Like she works hard in martial arts and all that
Yes,
stuff. Like
but
I feel
Tiger
like there's
wasn't
a
nice.
no, but that's different. She's not stuck up. She's just mean.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know, like
yes.
that's different. This is
And
more like
which
I'm not
one's
saying
worse?
Epoch is stuck up. I'm just saying that there's definitely a little bit of a I don't know, maybe it's a story of her being afraid to live up to what she's destined to be.
Well, yes.
You know, it might be just a story of that.
the crushing weight of being the heir to a
That's a
massive
big deal.
company
Yeah.
as an 11-year-old.
And so maybe she just
Yeah,
hides away in
It must
in her
be
box,
hard having a trust
right? She
fund
just
and all
chills
this
in
money
there and
do
goes,
whatever
"I
you
don't
want.
want
I
to
never
face
have
the
to
world.
work." Yeah,
I
it
don't
must
want to know
it
anything."
must be so hard. I sorry to cut you off,
inclined
but
to
it
agree
must
with you.
it must
I
be
will
so
say
nice to have
that.
all that money and just hang on a box and
I'm
BS
just-
all day, right? Must be great.
No, I
You know,
understand.
you got
I
all the money, you run a
understand.
company one day.
I understand that part. It's just like at the end of the day, there's still people, even though the money
Oh,
they
I'm
have.
not saying it's not a person.
And so it's like, as a little
Like-
kid, that's a lot. It's a lot. To
Yes,
deal
no,
with,
it is. Like, yes.
you know.
But, yeah.
You can't hang out with the commoners. Like
Why not?
You know,
No, that's the parents, right? She's a shut-in.
her
She doesn't
her
have
frontal
friends.
cortex
She
isn't
has
even finished
parents. They've
developing,
done a
and you
terrible
already
job.
roasted her.
She doesn't have friends.
That's another problem.
Right. And
we all
that's
need
probably-
connection.
That's probably because of her upbringing, and that's not her fault.
Yeah.
But that's what happens a lot of times with these like ultra mega rich
Yeah,
families.
that's why they say a lot
Yeah.
of times
She
you
also
try to
obviously
send
is-
your kids to public school, not private school.
Right. Right. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angie's right there. Your frontal cortex doesn't
I actually read
finish
that-
until like 25 or
I
30.
read that's actually not true.
No, it is true.
It's that it's the different stages. It could be as late as like your 30s.
Oh, even later. Yeah,
like later, like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's different for.
Yeah.
based
But
on
you're
the
definitely not
individual.
having it done at 11.
No. Yeah, it could be anywhere from like 20 something to.
That,
like,
that might
Dylan-
explain a
Dylan-
lot of
Dylan-
people's
oh, okay.
behavior.
What did? Okay, no. I caught you. What did you just ask, Cal?
No, I was saying, what are they talking about?
Cal, what did he ask you?
No,
Cal.
I literally asked him,
frontal
what are they
cortex.
talking
Yes,
about? And he said,
because what did you think?
I didn't know.
Cal, look at Cal. Cal's like, I have I have a choice here. I could end him right now. He's gonna do it.
Dylan turned to me
Thank you for doing this.
and he asked me a simple question. He goes, "Are they talking about puberty?"
I had a feeling that's where he thought we were talking
right, I
about.
zoned
and he
out
heard
for a little
30 and
bit.
was like, wait,
Yeah.
that's not
You
right.
do that a lot though.
He does
Like
that a lot.
there's There's points where I wonder why we have this podcast because, like, anytime the other four of us talk, you don't listen to anything.
Oh, that's
you
not
just
true.
you zone out and you sometimes bite the microphone in front of you.
No,
and don't even listen to what's going on.
That's not
You're
true. I'm
flying
always
around the
listening.
Jersey
But
Devil,
to be fair to
putting
me,
it in
I'm
someone's head.
not looking at chat. And when I heard, Angie said it doesn't like finish
So you
until
tune in,
25:30, I was like, I don't
That's
know.
that's because he's spacing out and he jumped in the conversation late.
That's
You're
not
just-
Listen, anytime you just want to do this by yourself, that's totally fine. I mean, we all got stuff to do. We don't have to come here.
I'm actively listening. I'm always listening.
Sure.
I'm always listening.
Sure.
How did we get off on that tangent?
Because I don't know.
Welcome to Crazy Eights.
It started with us shitting on
Oh, yeah,
on the
Brad.
crazy.
Epic, and then it just went crazy. It went
Yeah.
off the rails.
Let's go to the next
Bro, they
one.
went
All right, next
crazy,
dono.
bro.
Next
Yeah,
dono.
yeah.
Thank you to whoever donated that one. I don't remember where we were.
Yeah, who
Ah,
was that?
was that
Thank you.
Lorena?
Is that Lorena?
Yeah,
They know what they're signing up for. Come on.
Crystal Colden, thank you for the $2 donation. Are we ignoring the fact
Are we?
he did notice something was off with the sister during the duel before Epoch does? If I didn't know any better, I would say the role of the twins has swapped in that 2-year gap. Yeah, I mean, it was good that he was observant, but again, there was no dialogue. Like he didn't try to like say, "Hey, Yuumu, what's wrong?" There was no dialogue.
He was just like,
and sometimes I feel
what's
like,
up with her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something's off, man.
And sometimes
you
I
know?
feel like that lacks in these duels. I just do.
They got that twin telepathy though. He just knew.
Yeah, Yuhi though was definitely more observant this week for sure.
I mean, her eyes were green.
Can you see the chat here?
That?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, because my throat's hurting.
Yeah.
You don't
Where's your spray, bro?
Okay. Well, yeah. You just
Where's the
do you wanna
spray?
grab your mic and.
Yeah. I'll go without a
Thanks.
stand.
Oh, look, this guy's like
Hold
a
on,
comedian
hold
on
on,
stage.
hold on.
Look at him.
Nice.
Hey guys, welcome to the
All
show.
right, Nope. I gotta go.
What's the deal with airplane food?
What is the deal with that? We got $2 from Crystal Colden. That's where we're at, right?
No, we're at this one.
Oh, that one. Sorry.
Crystal would've got a double donate. Don't know that.
No, I was up one too many.
Oh.
We got $2 from Solid Snack. What an amazing episode, even if Yumu didn't get the W. Super excited for the rest of the arc and the cool matches we will see.
Thank you, Solid Snack. Yeah, one
Thank
of
you,
the
Solid
coolest things about
Thank you.
these tournaments is you can have any duels you want, and that's always super cool.
Because you can expect the unexpected and
Yeah.
actually get it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Solid Snack, thank you so much for the donation. You're very appreciated. And I hope you've been well. Crystal Colden, I'm good now. I just needed a short break, but thank you.
You're ridiculous.
I'm going to do a couple more.
Going. Let him keep.
I
let
mean,
him keep
if you're
going.
better, that's great. But like, really, one
Just
5
relax,
seconds.
Relax. We got a $2 donation from Crystal Colden. And Crystal said, if Dill wanted to think the creator has a connection to the... Why would you, fade it out before I'm done? Has a connection to the Earth Damar because of the entity inside the relic. You know who else would need to have a connection to not just the relic, but the creator? Our favorite Jointech duelist, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if there's somehow, and Crystal, thank you so much for the donation. If there is like a legitimate Earth Damar-like substance within the relic, evil Damar, whatever it is, the fact that Yuhi was still the duelist that had the Earth Damar within him at the beginning of the show, I like to think that that's not just going to be, it wasn't really that important, you know? Or maybe it's already been important and like they're already past it. I think there's got to be maybe a deeper connection there. At least I'd hope so. But I don't know.
Would it freak you out if I had like this crazy crack theory?
I know it
Let's
wouldn't
hear
freak
it.
me
No, I
out.
want to hear
That
it.
like,
Let's hear
and
it.
it's probably not true at all, but that's why it's a crack
That
theory.
Yuhi is a bot.
What if Yuhi is literally like, it's just a creation of Otis? What do you play?
Say what you need to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. But like, what if he's just a creation of Otis? Like, that's why he's so different. What if he's been unknowingly like a sleeper agent this whole time? Yeah. And that's why like he's had the Earth Damar, he's had his alien detection, it's been all of these things. Like that's probably not gonna happen. But what if that was the case?
It'd be cool.
And they spin it like that.
Yeah. It'd be really cool.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I would love an arc
would love to
or
see
two where like there's a lot of like, you know, quote unquote sleeper agents, and because you have a character in Otis / or the creator that can literally create people that look like human beings, that feel like human beings. The Valkyrians thought they were human the whole time, right? They just thought they were aliens. It's very possible to have an arc where like you start to learn, oh, that's a product of the creator. Oh, so is that character. And like you have 2 or 3 characters in that theory, yes, the mystery girl would be one. But you have 2 or 3
No one's
characters
He
that
knew.
were
I was
always
looking at him,
that
he's
were
looking at me.
I was looking right at you. That were always plants around the city, and it could be someone very close to the team like Yugioh. I think it would be fascinating
Someone
as
who's
hell.
all over town. Man.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that makes him bad for the show because it was unknowingly, but I think
Yeah.
that would be a crazy
It would be
twist.
wild.
It'd be a crazy
And
turn.
if any character it would make sense to be, I think I mean, like his connection with Alien, like
He's different.
he's different. He is different.
Y'all different.
Y'all
You
Yeah,
know,
all different.
Like quite literally.
Different.
I mean, no one else's hair reacts to aliens for a reason we have yet
That's what
to
I'm saying.
address.
Good point.
He's just built different.
Very good point.
something going on here.
No,
Oh, hey, we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, we got to come together as a
We
community. and
gotta
figure
figure
it
this out, man.
Yeah, because there's something going on with Yugioh, and we've always felt that way. Could that be it? I don't know.
Who knows?
We're gonna find out.
Who knows?
All right, that's good.
Crazy stuff.
The Zuna, like, have you guys must have heard or seen about it.
Yes,
The
yes.
girl tripping out on the airplane who's like, that
Listen.
motherfucker isn't real.
Lizards,
then-
bro.
and
Lizard people.
And then the camera pans and it's Ryuk from Death Note just.
I've not seen that edit. That's good.
That's really good. But the
I
Zuna's
haven't seen
connection
this
where it's
video.
like,
Really?
Yeah.
oh yeah, some girl.
Yeah,
she-
you know how
obviously
the
on
whole
drugs.
thing with like lizard people, they think they're ruling the world, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah.
That's basically she was freaking out on her plane, basically saying that this mother effer ain't real, and was
Just
saying
some
that he's
dude
like a
on a
lizard
plane.
person.
Pointing at him.
Send me
Yeah.
the video. I want to laugh.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's something.
she's definitely.
I
on
never saw
drugs.
it. No.
Yeah,
He doesn't get out a lot.
No, I
I've
don't.
seen that look on people's faces.
You
Bro,
know,
it's
that's
never
that's a great point.
Kids, I got like 4 hours of screen time.
It's true.
I don't know what that was.
For those of you who don't know or haven't seen it, yeah, if you look up
Isn't
like that
isn't
mother
that how you
effer
party at
isn't
like
real.
Bar A?
No, you do the little shuffle.
I haven't.
Okay, all right.
Well, I was picturing.
Yeah.
You remember
Good
the
thing he's off
Zemo
camera.
when he was doing just the one arm?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
how I see Caliber.
Yeah,
now.
I could definitely do that.
I'm not sure what I walked into, but I don't want to walk.
Hey,
into
welcome
it.
back,
You're the
man. We
bar
missed you.
guy. I
We're
mean, am
going-
I
we're
wrong on
going-
this?
What about it?
Dylan, I like you too much to tell you how wrong you are. Just so you know, I like
That's a
you way too
compliment.
much.
You know what? It is
No, it's a very nice thing. Thank you, Joe.
it is a
You're welcome.
compliment, but also we got a $2 donation from Limestone.
Thank you,
Hey,
Limestone.
Limestone.
And
was good.
Limestone said,
Good
"Is
transition.
Manabu going to go down the Chaz route or the Bastion route?"
Hey, do you guys talk about that?
A route that I think because we're going to talk about it with the summaries.
The
A
summary
route
has
that
some
I
bottom.
think he's going to he's going down. It reminds me a lot of Go from Vrains.
Yeah.
No.
Go's got to go.
True.
Well, Go felt like he deserved a certain reaction
don't
from
do this.
everyone. But hear me out. Go felt like he deserved a certain reaction
Yeah.
from everyone after season 1. He didn't get that reaction, so his personality changed, and he went down a really, really deep hole that he did something very unforgivable by dissecting the Earth Ignis. Manabu, or capturing the Earth Ignis to ultimately kill the Earth Ignis, Manabu felt like his friends should have reacted differently to what he did.
Yeah.
They
It's actually a
didn't.
good parallel.
Yeah.
And
No,
now
he's
Manabu,
I
we're
heard him talk
seeing
about it. He's
that
right.
spiral.
Yep.
I feel like it's a fair comparison.
It is.
No,
the
it is.
question is how far is he going to go? Is he going to actually do something unforgivable,
And maybe-
or is he going to be able to get pulled out of it by someone or something?
And maybe they'll write it in a way in which I actually sympathize with Manabu.
Well, you didn't like Go's at the end of the show. I mean, he was with the kids. He was basically a hero.
Didn't do a
He
whole
was
lot.
a hero.
Everyone forgot he was
Didn't-
an accomplice to
didn't go bad at
murder.
all.
Everyone forgot about that. He was
He-
just an accomplice to murder.
That's true.
We just let it go. Just let it go.
Well, it was-
I'm like,
yeah.
oh my god, look at this great
Well,
scene. He's
I-
mentoring the kids. I'm like, he was
Him at kill.
directly responsible for a living creature just being murdered.
Well, the general public might not think.
oh no,
of
no,
that.
that part I
Yeah,
get.
they
But
probably
we
won't-
know, they
yeah,
know.
A dramatic irony. They
General
weren't
public.
they didn't have to hear him scream, "No, I want to live. I want to live."
I won't lie to you. Like, I remember because I watched Brains late, and I'm watching that scene in my head. I'm thinking,
I know that's
I'm
good.
just like, this is actually happening. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Like,
No, it's
See,
Wow.
let me give you a live reaction of when Dredge was watching Brains there. So all the way up leading to that moment, this was and then he woke
I hear
up when that
screams
moment
and they go,
happened. Yeah.
What's happening? Something's happening? What
No,
the?
That I think is overlooked. That's one of the more brutal scenes
I
in
think
all
it-
of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
So bad.
He doesn't need to scream.
Because Queen's smiling like. I mean,
Remember when we thought she was gonna be a big deal there?
Oh,
Yeah,
can we
then
not
she
talk
just
about
got
Queen?
wrecked.
We should move on from
Listen, this podcast is going off the rails.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as I joined, this is where it was gonna
that
go.
scene.
I'm pretty
was
sure I
sick,
saw
though.
someone like I think it might have been Space Cowgirl said literally I don't know when it was, but she said I come here for the tangents.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's
her
just
most
so
recent,
true.
yeah.
'Cause
Listen,
you have to expect.
they gotta know
appreciate
by
that.
now.
And there's tangents.
Oh, oh.
There's
Oh.
more tangents than analysis.
There's more
Yeah.
tangents
the
here
way
than there
you
is in
said
calculus.
analysis.
And Allison.
Yeah, what is an? I can't even say. I'm gonna mess it up and
And-
say it even worse.
Allison.
It's an
You
analysis.
don't know her? Anne's a good girl.
Yeah, she's nice.
Annalise.
I will always say there are more tangents here than there is in a calculus classroom. That's all I'm
That
saying.
was good.
That was pretty good.
Oh, no.
Wow.
DJ, do you like that?
Yeah,
DJ,
yo,
like that.
hey,
Yeah.
Hey, I got him.
Pete, I'll co-sign that.
This guy! This freaking guy!
Hey. I've always said he's a bad
I mean,
guy.
this might be the time that we announce me, Caliber, and DJ are doing a math podcast.
It's basically two smart people teaching me how to do math.
Our first episode will be about how the Pythagorean theorem is the theorem of the devil.
Yes.
I like
okay,
that.
Come on.
That's
Now
what I'm saying.
sign me up. Now sign me up.
We're in.
Yo.
Who
That's like-
hired this guy? All right.
Was his mic
All right.
live for that?
Yes,
yeah.
yes. No, it
His
was.
mic's perma live. I'm keeping it live. I'm too
All right.
lazy.
Perma live.
DJ's
Uh,
permalive.
It's a constant
That's
live
dangerous.
mic.
You're alive now, dude.
All right,
I got this. Lorena, thank you for the $4 donation.
Oh Lord.
Maybe Phaser and Tremolo heavily, maybe Phaser and... Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, that's- oh wow,
We
hand.
have another case upstairs
runs up.
if we're running out.
He hands the ball off.
Maybe Phaser and
No,
Tremolo were
I'm not.
actually influenced heavily by the Relic, and Phaser broke out of his deal was during his duel against Udius. I just need more detail. Phaser did a complete 180 like the rest of the arc never happened. So interesting. I mean, and I've seen that thrown around a little bit. Was Phaser under the possession of OTES or of the Relic?
I think so.
I don't, because I don't think Phaser knew Otis's name, and I think that's the only way to invoke the Relic, to say Otis.
Yeah, but somebody else could have said it
Yeah, but who?
while he was touching it.
Maybe. I mean, listen, it's possible, but Phaser also didn't, when he lost to Udius, he's never said anything like, oh, what just happened? What were we doing? Right? He never...
No, he always forgot when he went into
He didn't
the
remember
dragon form, though,
his
right?
first dragon part. He remembered when he was the semi one,
Right.
but
Yeah.
not when he was in the beginning part.
Yeah. No, that's true. There were always gaps of memory loss.
I mean,
Yeah.
that could be a connection there. There, what just happened to Yuumu here? I mean, that could be breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
And the language.
No, it
like,
could
with
be.
the way
Right.
they both wanted
That
to
would
just
make
eliminate
it better. That would make it better to be
Yeah.
like, okay, he was.
It'd make it better for
manipulated.
those characters.
not
It
for
would
our
make it better
people.
for
Yeah.
for everyone forgiving
Yeah,
them.
because
No,
basically
no,
that
no.
proves I could do anything I want.
Yeah.
I could break into UTS, just trash the place. I'm like, bro,
Sorry,
why don't you
I
come
was
work here?
possessed, my
Well,
bad.
yeah, that's how Nick Yagi got a job. Lorena, thank you for another $2 donation.
That was unwarranted.
That was unnecessary.
Unwarranted.
I think,
the heck?
Yeah, that's true.
I think Manabu going nuts implies the writers know what they're doing. Why keep that consistent if they don't realize how easily everyone else is being forgiven? This could lead to something, or maybe not. Manabu is more entertaining like this, though. So there's someone who thinks Manabu is actually more enjoyable. You agree with that?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Manabu apologist. Like no matter how he is, I like him, but he
Yeah.
definitely is very entertaining at the more he goes off the rails.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's why people watch us, because we go off the rails,
Yeah.
That's a good point actually.
right?
Is he us?
No, okay.
Manabu's a representation of us. Are we going overboard right now?
Brian Ford, thank you for the $5 donation. I just want to say I'm in full support in whatever Manabu does. Oh, there you go. Another Manabu apologist. Zuijo and Phaser can be gigantic threats to Earth and be forgiven by their victims, but Manabu feigns villainy and attacks the war criminal that is Zuijo and gets ridiculed. F them all.
Who was that?
That was Brian Ford. He's
It's-
kind of cooking.
I mean,
I smell
I
what
think
he's
he went a
cooking
little
up
too
there.
far.
And I
I think he
smell
went
cake.
I think he went a little too far, but I agree with the sentiment.
I smell something good cooking up there.
I don't even know
Am
how
I
to.
using that phrase correctly?
I don't even know how to respond to
What
that.
did he say? Do I want to know? I don't think I want to.
I don't even know
I'm
how to
scared.
respond.
No,
to that.
Like you bake a cake. You cook so many things.
You could have said
And
pasta.
you said, yeah, I smell what he's cooking up there, and it's a cake.
Yeah, okay. I see where the.
To be fair, there are
it could-
pancakes where you can
That's what I meant.
Do you cook?
not specifically pancakes.
Dylan,
like
when's
for
the last
breakfast,
time you made
but you can
pancakes?
cook like a
Oh.
cake in like a Dutch oven or something
The
like
an-
that.
the
You're
answer's
giving
never,
him
Dylan.
That's not
far
baking,
too much
no.
The
credit.
answer's never.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what that is.
The last time I cooked pancakes, it was the Australian Open. It was about 5 a.m.
2006.
And no, but it was probably about 2016.
Dylan, do you know what a Dutch oven is?
Don't answer that.
We're not.
Like
We're
what is
not-
a Dutch oven made of?
We're not going down this route.
Don't answer that.
We're not going down this route.
All right.
Wait, the funny thing is, he's not even making.
No,
a
no,
joke.
I know, but
Yeah.
we're not going down this
We're not
road.
doing it.
We're not.
I just want to know what he thinks it's made of.
Isn't it an air fryer?
No.
Okay.
No, that would be an air fryer.
Cal?
I thought an air fryer was a Dutch oven.
All right. Well, we have something a lot bigger to talk about anyway. Angie came in and donated $25.
Oh, what is she doing?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Angie.
All right,
And
so
you
now
wonder
since Dylan
why your
broke his
throat
mouth and his
hurts.
throat again. Speaking of Galaxy Cup, you know how they have like an announcement title before the character's name? How would you announce yourself related to the Chupataro Crazy Meek-chan fan?
Ooh, that's a great question.
That's a,
It's a name that Natalie dubbed for me, the Yusaku of Pokemon Go. That's what I call myself.
Shut.
I heard
up.
that one. I heard that one.
That
so I
is
knew it was
terrible.
already there.
He's the best cooker of cakes.
You were more like the Naoki of Pokemon.
Oh,
okay, maybe the
yeah.
Naoki of Pokemon, but the Yusaku of Pokemon.
Yes, we know there's a whole freaking song about you. We get it. We get
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome for that.
know. Shout out to Latrell and Kenny.
Yep.
No,
Not that.
no, I'm not reliving Chicago 2019.
Well, Angie, thank you so much for the super chat. That would be mine. What about you guys?
I hate you so much.
You're having a stroke. Do you want me to come over there and check on you?
Oh, you're trying to make a name
I'm
for
trying to
him.
make a name for like Nick T. What is no? I don't think that.
I don't know, Nick T, what would you make for yourself?
Vibrating vocal cords.
Vocalist?
No.
Okay, no, I don't know what that word means.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Come back to me.
Yeah, no, that one. Okay.
I think you know.
I think you know exactly
We're
what
gonna
it is.
move on. We don't need to do this right now.
Pete, what would your name be?
I don't know. That's a good one.
Overtime.
Yeah, working hard, Pete. Always on the clock, Pete.
Yeah, but like,
Sounds good.
it doesn't feel. We gotta clean that up a little bit.
Yeah.
We need something that flows a
For
little
his
better.
team, he's the Rock, and he's always on the clock.
I mean, that's a slogan. That's not really how to announce it, though.
I know. I thought he was going somewhere else with that.
Yeah. Well,
Come on, guys.
And then Dredger would just be the Dabs.
the Dabs.
Dabs.
yeah,
Dabs
I feel like that
Dredger.
works.
The bringer of
varsity
pain.
center back, Dredger.
I know where it's going. I know where it's
The Roman
going.
Reigns of high school.
No,
That's
no.
Hey, George, I want
no.
to take this time to thank you for coming every week and doing this podcast. I know it's tough sometimes. So
I would,
The-
I'm,
Thanks
mine's-
for being here.
yeah,
So
I'm the-
so now I have a big announcement. Now this will be my last night of the podcast.
Nice.
Thank you for
Damn
having
it.
me. It's been a
Wait,
pleasure.
Mizuna's got a great one. Forbes.
Forbes Guru.
Oh,
Six-figure cow.
Oh my! No. That in that realm, but you are Forbes 30 under 30.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Forbes
literally
30
you.
under 30 Cal.
That's you.
I like that
He
better.
made Forbes' 30 under 30.
That's Cal. That's
He
Cal.
is the man, the myth, the legend, the stock dealing, money wheeling, six-figure cow.
That's
I
good.
mean, there you go. He got
That's
got
good.
himself.
No,
He
that
said-
was off the dome.
He said it like as if he was The Rock, but I think that was off the dome.
Yeah, I was using The Rock's presence, like his.
Yeah, he was just
demeanor.
he was free ball. He wasn't directly
Demeanor.
stealing from the
You don't
Rock
even
like
know
LA
it.
Knight does.
All right. Well, we're gonna read some super chats.
Yeah.
And then in
Dylan, wait, hold on. Why did you bring that paper up here?
sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up here. And then in about 10 minutes, we
I'm just
are.
giving you the heads
Can you
up.
pass that down here?
I will in a second.
Okay.
In about 10 minutes, we will go into summaries.
All right, so you want super chats?
Yeah, super chats are good.
All right, super chats.
that over.
We've got Crystal Colden has been a member
Thank you,
for
Crystal.
12 months.
Crystal.
Thank
A
you.
whole
Yellow.
year.
Whole year. Thank you so much, Crystal. That's
A
awesome.
year. A year of giving this guy money for Funkos and crazy mystery girl theories.
There it
There it is.
Pass it around if you want.
Hey, a year that she shed tears with all of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
A year for tears. You're a better poet than Rovian.
Crystal,
Hey, listen, I know it. I just don't show it.
Crystal, thank you so much for a year. It's been an amazing year, and I'm grateful for you. I really am. Thank you, Crystal.
We have a member for 15 months at Slifer Red, and that is Pick Rick.
Oh, Pick the Rick.
And
Pick Rick, thank you.
Pick Rick makes a very good point. I bet that luge chair would be really nice for the summer.
He's got a point. He's got. Did he
Now,
pull it up?
Pete might have thrown up that paper, but can he explain this?
You know who can explain that? Aura.
Yeah.
Where is she?
She's not here, so I don't know what this means, so I got to put it away.
I know. I hope she comes in so we
I
can
literally
understand.
only know what that means when Aura explains it, and she never
I'm
explains
so glad that she got that for us.
it.
She probably is not thankful.
What a great foresight.
She's so upset. She's like, God damn
And
it.
it's such a nice gift. She got it
I know,
like
it's really
laminated
nice,
and
really
framed.
nice.
I think every time she comes here, she really enjoys herself.
I'm gonna hang it up one day, but it's too much fun to just pull. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Yeah,
it's
that's fair.
it's
Yeah.
great.
It's too much fun. Yeah, great times. Pick Rick, thank you so much. And the Luke chair, yeah, maybe.
It would be nice. No, because it'd be cold.
Oh, that's true.
It would feel
That's
great.
I
the
didn't
point.
even think about
You're
that.
chilling in the sun. You got the nice cooling
Dude, the
chair.
naps in that would be elite.
Yeah,
Not
Oh
much
my
of a
God.
napper, but Dylan. what do
You
think?
would be if you had that chair.
yeah.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Maybe that chair is why you don't nap.
So I need like a cooling lug chair.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
It
then I'll
kind of
be
does a
able
little
to
bit of a
nap.
back massage, lower back massage.
Ooh, like the ones at the mall.
Yeah, like you just had like an intense lift. You come back, you will easily fall asleep in that Sunday afternoon. Football on in the background, you out cold.
I shower, I go sit down.
Yeah,
I'm in,
you're
like,
done.
sweats, and I'm
You're
just, like,
done.
being massaged by this chair.
Giants beat the Eagles 31-20.
In my dreams, baby. In my dreams.
That's a pipe.
Well, that was actually the nicest thing I think you've ever said.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything nice you've ever said to him.
That's a pipe.
It's up there. It's up there.
I made it
Thank
clear
you,
that
Rick.
my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the
Were
New
you
York
gonna say something?
Jets.
There you go. No, I just wanted to hear my quarterback talk.
Oh, Jesus.
Enjoy
we got-
third place.
We got $10 from Natalie Lopez.
All
Thank you
right.
so much,
Thank you,
Natalie.
Natalie.
Natalie said, "Hey, Dylan, I'm so happy I was able to get JC to
Yeah,
RSVP.
we just talked about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Keep it going.
The creator will activate Mystery Girl with a TV remote. I'm also happy because I have an interview for a position I wanted in the college.
Hey, congratulations.
This-
That's awesome.
this
Good luck.
is it.
Good
Yo,
luck.
good
Natalie,
luck, good luck, good
from
luck.
all from all six of us, we are wishing you the best
Yes.
of
Luck.
Good
luck at that
luck.
interview.
Good luck.
Just be yourself. You're gonna kill it. They're gonna love
Also,
you. You're a great person.
Get a
And-
good night's sleep beforehand.
Very
You
important.
need
Cannot
that
be
to stay
understated.
focused.
Yeah.
and
cannot
like
be
the
understated.
JC RSVP thing is crazy.
It's crazy, but I'm tempering my expectations given one of the donos coming.
Yep.
So-
oh no.
All right, so we'll continue. Ichika Nozomi has been a member for 19 months.
Oh, yeah.
Lord.
And they said, as Manya's number
Thank you.
one fan, I hope she gets a better W in season 2.
Yes. Well, right now she only has one duel where she won, and that was against Mokita Mbembe.
Mbembe.
It wasn't her most glorious moment.
No, she was
Do you,
kind of.
do you think she beat Chubatar?
she was kind of mean? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lock.
I don't know if Manya will get another duel, and I don't say that to be like
Probably
No,
not.
I agree.
Yeah,
to be
probably not.
mean. I don't, and I hope she does, but like I don't know.
It's
I
a
feel
question
like-
mark. It's
I
a
feel
big
like
question mark.
they broke her the Itachi curse,
And they were like, we're done.
and they said, all right, we're done.
Maybe she makes it into the final 4 of the tournament.
Oh, shut up.
She's like maybe round of 16.
So, like, she's the same strength as, I don't know, George Jersey.
Oh, here we go.
Probably in that realm.
Yeah,
They're probably in that realm.
That's fair.
Probably,
Okay.
probably put
Okay.
Rovian above her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Rovian would be above her.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
above here.
She won a 1v2.
Listen, we'll both make lists of like top 8 duels in the show. We'll see where we lie.
Let me say this: if we made lists of the top 8 duels in the show, I know one thing for sure:
Yeah. What is it?
Rovian would not be on either of those lists.
I don't know.
She wouldn't be.
I don't know.
No.
Pete,
She
I
wouldn't
love
be.
Rovian as much
Hey,
as you. But I
hey,
think
you
we're-
never know what I'm cooking in this
I'll
kitchen.
tell you this.
You know
I'll
what
tell
I
you this.
mean?
If you say if you say top 15, that I would probably give you.
Okay.
I'd give you top 15.
She also, she's like top 3 poet in the show.
Yeah.
And she's not through 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say
It's
that.
true.
Yeah.
True. I think that's the thing too. I think you and Dredge are jealous of
Birds,
her
words.
capabilities.
Also,
See, that's the problem. Right there, birds, words, that's fine.
Right.
That's
right.
not what she would say, though.
Right.
wings
It'd
of
be
the
birds,
birds,
birds and tomato sauce.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
What does that friggin'
if you
mean?
say
Nothing.
birds and
It's
words,
trash.
it's too
Trash.
birds and words is
Trash.
too. It's too easy,
The
right?
wings-
You got to give an articulate response.
Wait, what were you gonna say, Nick Tate?
The wings
feel
of the
like-
bird.
you expect and like this is outside of Rovium. Have you ever read poems that don't rhyme at all? Because that's a thing.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
You ever read a-
Completely.
Ever read a haiku?
Completely, yeah.
Haikus don't
Nick,
have
so
to
you have
rhyme.
to understand. Remember when you went to
Blank
elementary
verse,
school with him in like the
eeny,
third
meeny,
grade?
miny, mo.
He's still there mentally. He hasn't ever
That's
recovered.
what I'm saying.
Are you
So-
talking about him?
No, I didn't go to elementary school with him. I'm talking about you.
No,
He didn't go to elementary school with us either. He's just saying in general.
I'm saying Nick T went to elementary school with you, and in third grade, you mentally just got stuck there, and then you never progressed.
Well, that's not true. I listen to a lot of great rhymers. I actually think that
I said nothing about
Yeah,
rhyme.
come up with it on the spot.
I
Come
think
up.
AJR.
I knew he
writes
was
some
gonna
great
say
lyrics.
it. I knew he was gonna say it.
Yikes! You set him up. you set him up.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, we differ tonight.
All right.
All right, let's get back to business here.
New songs, yeah, okay.
Max has been a member at Raw Yellow for 5 months.
Oh,
Max, thank you so much, Max.
Thank you, Max.
Appreciate
And
you.
Max said, might be harsh, but what if the creator cards / kills the Ryogus for failing, LOL? Also, did you see the last Sergey monster Gremlina is in the Zark set?
Yeah, I saw it was getting printed Age of Overlord right in that new set. So that's super cool. I'm happy that we're getting I think is that all the Earthbound fusions? If not, it's almost all of them. So that's super, super cool that we're getting all the Earthbound Immortals for Sergey. And yeah, I mean,
Honestly, it would be sick.
we've seen characters get carded before. I mean, that's kind of the equivalent, at least in my eyes, of death in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
So I think it's possible.
What if they just wiped him off the
But
map?
it seems like the creator's playing more of a slow behind the scenes.
It was
game.
still very unnerving when Yuumu first turned, and she was
Yeah.
just like, "Yeah, you're all ready to be carded." I was like, "Yo, what?"
It was scary.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
That music as well that played.
I
like, during
loved
Yuu's
it.
second
Great
turn.
musical choice.
Fantastic. Yeah. We're going to read a couple of more, and then we're going to get into the summaries.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Summaries.
We have a member for 18 months at Raw Yellow, TNX Railways.
What, Thomas?
Thank you, Thomas.
And Thomas said, as much as I like Yuumu, I don't think they're writing her as good as they could be. Been a while, haven't dropped by the show, just not feeling it as much.
No, you're fine. I
That's
guess
fine.
Tom not really feeling the show, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
I assume or maybe us. I don't know. Could
No,
be
no,
us.
drop the show, like
yeah.
just not feeling as much. Like the
drop
show, the show. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, listen. As I always say, if you're not enjoying the show, I always say drop it. Always. Some people say, wait.
No, I got a hate watch.
Well, no. Some people say you're Yu-Gi-Oh everything. You're telling me to stop
How
watching
many-
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes.
how
if
many-
you don't like it, I would do the same thing. If I wasn't liking a Yu-Gi-Oh show, I would absolutely drop it. And then you could always come back and binge it, which usually I think it's better watched binge in some
There's
cases.
a few people that have come back and say, I just watched this episode of this episode and actually turned out.
Well, think about someone
I
who's
feel
here
that way
early.
with most shows.
Someone that was here might still be here. Brian Ford, right?
Yeah.
I mean, all of Sevens, Brian was like was gone,
And then he started cooking.
and then he just binged everything
Yeah.
and came back
Got
and
crazy.
loved
Look
it.
at him.
So sometimes life gets busy, sometimes you
This
get
guy,
busy.
remember this
Yeah.
guy binging?
Oh yeah.
I,
So
do-
does.
I don't disagree with what Thomas is saying about Yuumu, though. I don't disagree about
Yeah,
that.
I've done multiple rants on here about how like, if you don't like it, like of course take a break, drop
Yeah,
it, like it's okay, like and then pick it up again, try again later, maybe like and then as you said, I agree, Prissy. I binge a lot of anime. I wouldn't say I binge the most because well, actually no, Nicole has done a stop, but when you binge, you can watch it consecutively. You really can see where it's going. Sometimes week to week, you lose some stuff, and
harder,
it's harder. You don't get that same experience and feeling. But when you can binge something, you always want to try it a second time, especially if it is Yu-Gi-Oh! And you like Yu-Gi-Oh! And you love Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, don't be afraid to take a break, or if you're not feeling, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. No, well said. And Thomas,
Yeah,
I
I agree with
appreciate
that.
you being a member for 18 months now. The cool
Yes.
thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, you're not feeling Go Rush, you drop it. In about 5 months, we're probably getting a 9th show announced. And maybe that show appeals to you a little more than Go Rush did. Maybe it goes back to Master Duel. I don't think it will, but it might.
No.
Or maybe it just has nothing to do with these two shows. 162 days. So you're kind of in a good spot now where if you want to take a break, it's not a bad time to. Yeah.
What I do like is, and we talked a little about this when Aura came on, of like, and even off the podcast, I like that even though these are both Rush Duel animes, there's a lot of differences here. As much as they're intertwined, the shows have very distinct feels.
Yeah.
And as we've said, you could see people who love Sevens really don't like Go Rush, and vice versa, right? Like so if you're not loving it, 9 might be great for you.
Yeah.
Like it might just hit for you. It's not just because it's Rush or because it's a studio that it's all gonna be the same thing. I felt like these shows are very distinct in how they operate.
I agree.
One of my favorite things about the way the studio has done Sevens and Go Rush is that within the same style, they've done 2 completely different shows, yet they've intertwined the characters
It's
and
been
the
great.
stories, where it's like you said, it doesn't feel like you're watching the same show, but there's literally some of the same characters in it, which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's an incredible job, and we won't go down this tangent. I just wanted to say that when I watch Yuga on screen in Go Rush, like you can tell that he's like this puzzle piece that doesn't fit.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, just that he is such a different like tonal shift that we're used to in Sevens that they just dropped into this universe. And that is such a hard thing to do writing wise, and I think that's just a masterful job that they did, where he doesn't feel like he's been like overcome and overshadowed by the show and like the style itself. Like he feels so unique and like the Yuga that we left, and I think that's great.
Yeah. No, it was very well said. Yeah, Thomas, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. We'll do 3 more, and then we're going to go and read the summaries for you guys.
that sounds good. We got $20 from Colin Cleves.
Thank you, Colin.
Go it.
Oh, we are. Thank you, Colin. Very generous.
Colin said, I love when this show gives us episodes that just off the summaries don't look that crazy or important and really seem very unassuming. And then they drop massive plot implications and give us a solid, good duel.
Yeah, 100%. I kind of said it during the watch-along, Colin. And thank you for the very generous super chat, man. Means a lot. I appreciate you. And I fully agree with what you just said there. This summary did not indicate anything about Yuumu being possessed. It did not indicate anything about the relic coming to life or OTES or anything like that, or about Yuumu having some weird mystery. Like, how many times did we get summaries about, like, the Gallup episodes or even episodes in general but there's a weird card in Yuumu's deck.
Dot.
Right. It's like, all right, something weird's going to happen. Didn't give anything about that. Preview didn't either. Very good job to give a little bit and not spoil some of the real meat and bones of the episode.
Well,
Great job by them.
even the last time that Yuumu was possessed, right?
Yeah.
They said, and Yumu's there, and she's acting really strange. So it's literally, they definitely have pointed it out in the past, but this time they did a really good job of kind of concealing the fact that there's more to this episode than just a duel in a tournament. Because at the end of the day, this duel actually isn't even part of the tournament. Or no, it is. It's when he turns the Rush Duel power on, yeah. But even still, it's like you're just expecting, like, wow, Yuumu versus Yugioh, we're only getting this because it's a tournament, and then she's possessed.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just not something that you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I think is super interesting, and in this case, really the overarching the tournament itself is like more of a main is a main plot thing, but in this episode specifically, it is sort of a subplot. We're not really focused on the idea that there's a tournament going on.
Not at all.
So that's what they gave us the subplot, and it completely blindsided us with what actually happened, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, it's a tournament, but like.
But there's other stuff going on.
There's a lot of other stuff going
Yeah.
on, and how much of the tournament are we really seeing?
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Do we have time that I could say something?
100%. Oh, yeah.
Did we confirm that the joke there was like, oh, I hope that the prize of this tournament win isn't like all the Mr. Universe things? Was that's what
That's
all
what
they
it
had,
is.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
that's 100% what it is.
Which
Yeah.
is hilarious because that's
Yeah.
on all fronts. Literally, all three
them.
people who want.
That's
to
a
control this.
horrible
It's
prize.
hilarious.
And they all like are like, yeah, no, that's definitely not it. And they scan over all the copies
Yeah.
of the book.
The other more serious thing I want to say is that just popped in my head. Maybe you guys talked about this before I came on, so if you did, I apologize. But are we just thinking that this tournament is a construct of the creator, right? Now in this first episode where Yuumu is possessed, is the creator just gauging everybody's skills and their dueling capabilities?
Well, didn't the creator also, wasn't he primarily like responsible for that tournament in?
He was.
Well,
and
Otis
and
was.
one of the
Well,
main
Otis,
people's
yeah.
ideas for this is Phaser, and now we have to start questioning, is he been controlled or not? Is there
Yeah.
some kind of whispering influence there in the past? It's something to wonder. And I'm skeptical of everything. I'm skeptical of, are everyone that was carded, are they able to be a little bit manipulated in some way? Two of those people were Go Hyuna and Asuka. So Sokka, excuse me.
Gotcha.
So is there a situation there where it's just like they really think it's their own idea, but it's really not, and it's just for the creator here to keep kind of possessing person to person and figuring out everyone's decks, weaknesses for kind of the final round of the show?
I think
Kind
it
of
very
feels a
well
little bit
could.
like that.
This tournament, something smells. Something stinks about this tournament.
It's not the
really.
cake, right?
No, it's not the cake.
Yeah, definitely
Someone's
that cake.
Someone's cooking like vegetables upstairs.
Yeah.
Like something smells rancid.
broccoli,
And-
which I like
No,
enjoy
asparagus,
eating.
And I'll-
man.
I'll
Did you
t-
just say vegetables smell rancid?
No, I
not
said
rancid.
Brussels sprouts.
When they go bad.
I don't like Brussels
Yeah,
sprouts.
I said Brussels sprouts.
You know, like cooking broccoli can
You know,
it's very fragrant.
No, I agree. I'm not saying it's.
Rancid was just a really weird
Dylan,
word,
No,
yeah.
The reason I'm attacking Dylan.
It's because
Oh,
he doesn't
no,
like
I-
he doesn't
Because
eat
Dylan doesn't eat
vegetables.
vegetables.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's why I'm
said-
like.
we all know that.
yeah, I said Brussels sprouts. That's fine.
No, you said vegetables.
I
Also,
meant-
wait, hold on. I'm not going to take Brussels sprouts slander for the record.
Brussels sprouts are good. You can
They're
brown
okay.
like a little
They're
flavor.
okay.
They
There you
smell
go.
They're okay.
terrible.
I didn't
They're
say
okay.
they smelled good. I didn't
But
say
I
that.
can't eat something if it smells bad. I just
I
can't.
have.
So basically, he's a child.
No, because your taste buds are actually linked to your sense of smell. So
Today we learned about the olfactory system.
I would never eat anything that smelled bad.
Well, yeah, I think that's why it was funny. I was like,
Right, 'cause it came from me.
Like the two of you.
I want that quote somewhere. So basically, you're a child.
We're gonna make chicken nuggets for you too.
chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I made myself chicken cutlets.
Okay. Chicken
Oh,
cutlets is good too.
wow. What a leap you took there.
Well, I actually cooked the chicken rather than putting frozen chicken nuggets into the oven.
Oh, you didn't specify that. So no, I'm just kidding. I do love some good chicken cutlets.
I know why
say.
Dredge ran away, but I'm just going to let him stay over there. Anyway, we got a $2 donation from Legendary Duels.
Oh, thank you,
Oh.
JC.
Guys, are you ready? Are you ready?
Hold up, I gotta get ready.
Legendary Duels said, and I quote, "Can't wait to RSVP
Oh.
for Jump Festa 2023."
No, that's bullshit.
He's
That's-
lying.
yeah, he
He's
RSVP'd.
lying. He RSVP'd already.
So he's coming.
Does
Yeah.
he mean 2024? Like, is he just getting
Oh,
ready
maybe
for
that's what he
maybe?
meant. Maybe it was a typo.
JC, if you're still watching, I hope you're still watching. I want you to look right here.
Actually, zoom in.
Here's
Hold
the
on.
here's
There you go.
here's
Dylan
the
zoomed in
Dylan
too.
zoomed in. Here's the real problem though, Dylan. He already RSVP'd, right? Now he's joking about not RSVPing. Here's the problem: we have a cancellation policy. So if he cancels
lose your
last
deposit.
minute,
You do
you lose your deposit,
Yeah.
and you will not be invited back.
Well, listen, I'm getting subs. Like we need to know
A
the
head
head
count.
count.
Exactly, it's very important.
And JC's making me real nervous.
Is
Yeah.
he?
Yes.
And like it's him and his wife. That's two people
Yeah, I
we have
know.
to account for.
Wow.
I listen. I'll say it. He's being inconsiderate as a friend of what we're trying to plan here.
Wow.
Well,
This is getting ridiculous.
He's acting like we got 168 days until this event.
And he's also acting
Like-
like he doesn't want to be there. That he doesn't want to
That's the
spout
point.
his theories.
Yeah.
He's acting like he doesn't
I
want
want to
that.
talk to him about Vraids.
I want to talk to him. That's all I'm trying to do.
I mean, we got to figure this out.
It's crazy, man.
Imagine not RSVP.
I mean, this is crazy.
Right, we want to do one more and then
One
we'll go?
more, and then we'll go to
Alright.
summaries.
We got $5 from Ice Aiden.
Ice Aiden.
Nice.
I always.
Hello,
Yeah,
Yugi
pick up
Bros. Yumu has finally gotten her initiation. She, the main girl being possessed, has been achieved. Now she is a true Yugi girl main lead.
And I mean, I guess, see, like, I already felt like she got that initiation with the whole Earth to Mars thing.
Me too.
But listen, if you
But
want
hey, 2 for 1.
yeah, if you want to wait for 2 times, I get it. But thank you so much, Ice Aiden. It's
times.
great to see you. All right, we're doing it. We are going to show the summaries for 67,
Spoiler alert.
68, and 69. Coming on now.
It's perfect.
We need to get like a spoiler siren for
We
When
should
we
have a
put-
stream.
we put these on.
Oh my God, can we? I'd be great. Like, because they oh God, no one ever come back.
There
It
we
would
go.
be a lot.
If people hear me making random noises, they know it's spoiler alert
Like,
time.
see it, man?
Yeah,
why is it
it's
right
totally
there? Cal, wait, let me see your.
Can I
Yes,
get
it keeps
Oh,
changing.
yeah.
Okay, so we're not
The
crazy.
focus of the camera, like with
It's
the
also the
presence
white
going
balance is
back and
weird
forth.
today, too.
Yeah, the lighting gets weird.
Yeah, your color balance is a little weird.
Yeah, your white balance
Either
has been
that or it
strange.
might have autofocus on. So
Oh,
if,
so you
if-
change
so
if one of
some-
us moves.
If you move and come back, it's going to try to refocus, which affects the way
that'll
it
do
perceives light.
I've been back for a while now.
Shift too much. I don't know exactly.
All right, Dredge, would you like to read the summaries? At least
You want me
67.
to blow it up for you?
No, if you want to read 67, can you read that?
And he's gone now.
He unplugged them. Is he going to beat him to death? All right, I'll read 67.
Finally.
I gotcha. Episode 67, The Sugetsu Connection.
You could do a better voice than that.
Can I?
Yeah.
A mysterious
There it
masked duelist who calls himself, quote, Commander Study. What? Has shown up at the Galaxy Cup.
He's having
He
trouble.
has been farming points by picking off weak opponents. However, one
like
man
Dylan.
stands up against him to stop his misdeeds. That man's name is Sugetsu.
John Cena.
Maguto. What? Wait, what?
Why is there? Wait, why did she get there?
Wait, oh yeah, sorry. that's
Wait,
my
wait,
bad.
but Sugetsu Maguto? That doesn't sound like Manabu.
Or
Well, Maguro
is it
was-
his
No,
alternate?
showing up to
personality.
to stop him.
I don't know what's
Is
going
he?
on
Is
in
he?
this episode.
Wait, hold on. Is he having like an out of body?
He's having the moment we had with Gakuto in Sevens.
Yeah, hey, like
it's
his
kind of the same
ancestors
thing.
like gonna come to him and be like, "Yo, what the hell?"
I'm thinking it's more his duel against Nail. That's what I'm thinking. Like he just mentally breaks and he changes his
But
whole
this sounds like
character.
he's breaking, and
Yeah.
then his ancestors literally physically coming to him in some form and say like, "Dude,
I love that the summary
Bro's
just
gotta
goes
go.
picking off weak opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
savage.
which we've seen that
Also,
before,
wait,
right?
yeah, yeah.
If you're in like a hard like rank in Valorant, you throw a few matches so you play easier opponents, and then
Do you know anyone who does that?
No, I personally
You're
don't.
just talking just in general.
Yeah, just in general.
Okay.
I mean, we've all done it,
you
right?
play Valorant."
I don't know about all of us.
I definitely haven't.
Dylan, when's the last time you
I'm not even good at
turned
the
on
game.
Valorant?
I can't, if I turn the game on and throw games, I'm just going down a roller
Dil-
coaster.
Dylan, how do you play Valorant?
I've never played.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
He just knows I play it, so he's
Yes,
like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this joke, and
Yeah,
let's
I
see
know.
if it hits."
Yeah, I got it.
There was one time where I was like, "Where's Cal?" Dylan goes, "I think he's working overtime, but I keep hearing him on a VC about Valorant, so I don't know how hard he's working."
That's true.
Well, I'll talk in like a Discord call while I'm working, so I don't have to be on the phone with anyone. So I'm like in Excel working on my stuff,
I
but I
like
just
that.
have my microphone up and I'm just
The
talking.
the guy's concentration is elite.
If you don't multitask, then if I don't multitask, I can't do something like by itself.
Are you even alive if you don't multitask?
Cal, would you
I
like to
can't.
read 68?
Sure. No, not yet. Episode 68, the first rush duel.
Okay.
Yugioh has been teaching Epoch dueling strategies, as well as how to build a deck. Now, it's time for her to apply what she's learned. As they look for an opponent for Epoch to duel in the Galaxy Cup, the Rush Battler sends its light toward Yugioh.
So 68 is going to be Epoch versus Yugioh, it looks like. Episode 69. Pete, would you like to read it?
Here, let me just blow it up here a little bit so I can see it.
Nice.
All right. Episode 69. Oh, really? All right, we're getting some Tremolo in here.
Yeah.
So Tremolo versus was it Denova or we
Denois.
Denois, we'll say. Yumu's team she has a team, has been trying to uncover how the carding system works.
Oh, we're back on
Denois suspects that Phaser is hiding some secret about the relic, so he confronts Tremolo about it. The fact that someone is suspecting his brother doesn't sit well with him. On top of that, he's also having suspicions about Yugioh, Denois' commander, and so he challenges Denois to a duel.
Great read. I'll say very quickly, the title for episode 70 is Attack of the Closet. We don't
me?
know anything.
Okay, what?
We don't know anything about that episode. Your guess
the
is
Luke.
as
The Luke's
good.
attacking
Luke-
from the
He's in the-
closet.
he could be in the
Luke's
closet.
Okay. So we've got
That's my guess. Yeah.
Manabu versus Commander Study or Maguro or Magudo. I don't know what's going on there. We've got Epoch versus Yugioh, and then we've got Denois versus Tremolo.
I have.
Sorry, I blacked out there for a second.
Hey,
Sorry.
I actually have thoughts on that episode 69 duel.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
They basically said, we could have Phaser versus Yugioh, but instead,
It's a
Which would have
proxy.
been awesome.
yeah,
Well,
but,
and maybe
but
that's-
instead, here's Tremolo versus Jinhua.
You know what? I'm not going to completely shit on this because the way they set up all the other stuff around it, I think we should get some good lore out of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I
So
don't think
I'm
the
not
No.
completely shitting.
I'm
on it.
not even mad about the episode because of the behind the scenes stuff that they talk about.
Yeah,
that
it's just
make
what
the duel
could have been.
happen. It's just like you're literally saying because she said something about Phaser and because he said something about Yugioh, instead of those two just going at it, it's like their sidekicks.
It's literally it's a proxy battle.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Like Russia versus
Get us to the main event.
What did you?
I'm not
Am I
too.
wrong?
So I got to be honest. I don't know who's even dueling in 67. Like I don't know even how to do this pick'em. I don't know who Manabu is.
So it's Commander Study
No,
versus
Manabu is
Sogetsu
Commander Study.
Magoto.
But are you sure? What
Yes.
if he just like is going by a different name?
He's literally, it's the same person.
Dylan,
He's just dressing up, trying to be someone different.
Dylan, regardless.
so we're gonna
the
get a new
duel-
Sugetsu in this episode.
Yeah, and the duel is
It's the same
Commander
person.
Study versus Sogetsu Magoto.
Oh, so you think he's dueling himself?
No, he's dueling as
No,
Commander Study.
He's
He is Commander Study. Sugetsu Magoto is who he's dueling against.
Right. So we're gonna get a new Sogetsu in this episode.
Yes.
That's pretty massive.
Did you not
That's
see
massive.
the preview?
I saw the preview.
With the guy in the middle and then the Ranosuke and Rinzo
that was
Ranosuke?
Gakugen. That was like the origin of their
Exactly. And
bloodline.
who better to talk about that than an actual ancestor or relative of Manabu?
I don't know. I got nothing.
I got nothing either. I mean, you're probably right. I just it's not confirmed,
Commander.
right? I don't know.
Someone in chat says Manabu's dueling a fish.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah.
I mean,
a
that's.
fish man.
I mean, I guess that's.
But that man is no
But
Commander.
who's who?
Hey,
right,
hey,
so-
what's going on here in Go Rush? What are we talking about here? What's going on?
Shredder so confidently goes. Someone said Manabu's dueling a fish.
Oh, it wasn't
As
confident.
if that was gonna like.
No,
solve
I
everything.
didn't.
No, wait. So Sugetsu
I wanted to
Sugetsu
confuse you
Magoto
more.
is a fish? Is that what we're saying?
Maybe we're confusing it. Maybe Commander Study is the fish.
So Commander Study is the freaky fish guy.
Yes.
But what if Maguro, the guy that Yuga dueled in 7's episode 15, this is his variant,
It could be.
Maguto.
It could be.
But then he's a Sugetsu?
Who knows what is happening? There's
I
sometimes
don't.
sometimes they go in the writers' room, they're just popping some ecstasy and they're just making an episode. Let's just be
that.
honest.
Let's
This
see
is,
what happens.
This is confusing me. I'm starting to get scared.
Should we pick?
Yeah, let's pick.
All right, let's pick.
All right. I don't know who
I don't-
I'm picking.
Well, you can pick the fish.
Or Manabu. There you go. Your two choices.
Oh
Just
Lord.
pick fish or Manabu.
They
or
said
Commander
in the-
Study versus.
They said in the
I'm picking
preview
fish or
that it
Sugetsu.
says that he's dueling a fish. I'm trying to find that.
All
Or am I
right.
just getting completely trolled?
No, it says Sugetsu is a fish. Like in the line when you're showing the preview. Wait.
I'm almost at the preview.
But is Commander Study a real commander?
Definitely not. If we're gonna talk about that's definitely no.
no, Commander Study is Manabu.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, the one who has learned set style is a fish.
Oh, he's right.
Wait, and not only that, I didn't notice it before because I thought it was just hair.
It's
But
a
it's
fish tail.
it's fins.
Yes, it's a fish.
Look, Dill, look.
Why do you think I wasn't lying when I
Watch,
said it's a
watch
fish?
when he takes this off.
It's a fish.
Fins. Those
He's
are
a
fins.
Fish. That's a fish
Oh,
eye.
he's dueling a fish.
So
Okay,
you're-
now.
So Manabu or fish?
All right,
Manabu or
no.
fish?
Now
Pick
it
one and call it a day.
now it makes a lot more sense. I can't actually start a poll. The poll's like glitched.
Is Manabu going that
I-
off the
I-
rails that he's dueling a fish?
You're blaming him for being
We're
confronted.
talking
by
about
a
we're
fish.
talking about a guy who's been picking off duelists. This guy's dangerous.
Well, sorry, not Manabu. Commander Study.
Yeah.
This guy's dangerous.
So who am I picking?
You have to pick between Commander Study and fish.
Yeah.
So the poll
I'm
chat.
not calling him that.
The poll is glitched for me, so I unfortunately cannot make a poll to
Ooh, I
see
like
where
that.
chat is on this. Which
All right,
sucks.
chat. One's in the chat if you.
No. Okay, are we ready?
I think
Ready.
it's a
No,
good idea.
not even close.
Ready?
I feel like I kind of want to solo this one. Can can everyone get the same side and not all solo it?
Okay.
How do you want us to do that?
I know. If it's we're all gonna pick the same here.
All right.
I'd be.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Send.
You guys are liars. You're liars.
Okay,
Blub.
okay, hold on.
Wait, I think I'm still confused.
Dylan,
you
put
guys
both
are.
Dylan
people.
is so confused.
Wait. I wrote as my pick the Fishman, aka Commander Study.
Those are the people dueling against each other.
Manabu is Commander Study.
I can't. You're so.
He's like, wait, I think I'm still
This man thinks
P
he
went in
is
the corner.
brilliant.
P can't take it no more. He done with this shit.
All right, guys, it has been great to be here with you tonight.
Okay, all right.
All right, Dill. Right now, who do you pick? Go. You can't. No
I
thinking.
believe
No thinking.
Not Manabu.
Okay, the fish.
I actually think Manabu is going to lose.
So you. Okay. You
This
got-
will be
you're-
his coming to Jesus moment when he loses to a fish guy
Did you mean that Jesus fish?
who knew who is doing the Sugetsu style better than
So
he
you are
is.
saying fish.
I'm not Commander Study.
Fish. Just say fish.
The fish.
Fish. Fish.
The fish man.
Yeesh.
Okay, Peter, who are you picking?
I picked Manabu, Commander, whatever the hell
Commander
he wants to go
Study,
by.
yes, you're picking
He's gonna
Commander
win.
Study.
Come on, let's be honest.
Pete's going by the books.
actually,
Manabu's winning?
I prefer. No, hold on. I prefer as we continue this discussion
Commander Study.
because we don't know who Commander Study is.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know
Commander
yet.
Study.
So you're picking Commander Fish. not Commander
I'm gonna come over
I
this
might-
table
I
and
might-
I'm gonna choke slam you. I swear.
I might have to hit you.
Is there something? Is there a gas leak down here tonight? What is happening? Does anyone understand what I'm going through?
You. What about me?
Oh yeah.
I told him it was Bob versus Fish, and he picked both of his.
When are we starting Yugioh Nothing?
I'm ready.
It is time.
Bree told me to give you the people's elbow, so
All right.
All right. So, all right, real quick to recap, Dylan is picking the fish,
I'm picking the fish.
and Pete is picking Manabu.
Commander Study.
Commander Study.
Okay.
Commander
Who do you
Study.
want to go to next? Let's go to Cal.
Let's go to Cal next.
I am so unfortunately
Yeah.
siding with Dylan here,
Yikes.
Sorry.
but I am picking the fish.
Okay.
Not Commander Fish, not AKA the study
Play
man,
shut up,
whatever
bitch.
you want to say.
Play it.
I am picking the fish. And I think in a similar reason to Dylan, he needs to lose to see how far down he really is. And then he's going to learn that he's going to be forgiven and all this other stuff, and it's going to be a great time, and everyone's going to be friends again.
Dredge, who are you picking?
I am picking Manabu.
So the two men at the end picking Manabu.
Yeah.
Manabubu.
Because why
Manabu.
why are we bringing in a fish man to win?
Blub, blub.
Anyone got any no response? Okay,
Okay,
cool.
I do.
actually,
I do. I have.
Wait, Nick, who'd you pick?
Oh, so I picked.
You're the tiebreak.
Sugetsu Maguto,
So the fish man.
the fishman.
Are we the only normal people?
I don't know.
Well, here's what I'm
Maybe
gonna
they
say.
got us. Maybe
Fishy
they got
down
us.
here.
I
don't
think you
know.
need to
Thank you.
take away
for
the fact. You need to,
dono.
for some reason,
That he's not a fish?
Suspend the fact that he's a fish.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you take
okay.
that away, it makes sense. He needs to be confronted with someone. This is his Gakuting moment in a sense. He's
Yeah.
abandoning the Sugetsu style. He's taking on this comic book hero
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
thing where he's somebody else,
They gotta
somebody
put him
he's
back
not.
down to where
He
he should
needs
be.
someone to show like I beat you with the style that you claim to study.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, well, see, my argument would be is like I do think he's gonna learn something from the fish guy,
I think he needs to lose to win.
but I think he's gonna still win.
No.
Yeah,
It's Finn
that's pretty
for
much
him,
what it
bro.
is. Yeah, no, that's just not true.
I think he hasn't hit rock bottom yet. I think this will be his rock bottom.
Yeah.
So I'm picking the freaky fish guy.
You also could take the assumption that they're gonna Manabu's going off the deep end, right? He could just keep going. He could win this one, just keep going.
You're right.
going.
Oh.
And someone more important will stop.
he
him.
could lose and keep going.
I think it'll be
That's true,
important to
too.
be stopped by a fish who's mastered the Sugetsu style.
You can't even say.
I
with a
want
straight
you. I
face.
want you to
Say
say
it with a
that
straight
and
face.
then really think about your
Say
pick.
it with a straight face.
Well, I was gonna say a man that's mastered, but it's a fish. If it wasn't a fish, I'd feel real good about this.
Listen, next.
Yeah?
No,
You
you
would?
listen.
How
This is
good?
what you picked, and next week when we come on here
Oh,
and
God.
Dredge and I are right,
Oh,
we want an
jeez.
apology. That's all we're asking
yeah.
for.
Will you give me an apology if
no,
Commander?
I mean maybe.
Yeah, you know what? I
Fish
will.
man.
Yeah, I will.
You know what? I
So an
will.
apology's on the line.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
will. But you have to show a little more belief by the end of this episode in the fish man, because I don't feel like you have.
No,
it.
I believe in him.
I
Oh,
believe
I
in the
believe
fish.
in the
You
fish
believe
guy.
him. How bad?
He looks like Gakuto.
Do you're hardcore believing?
He's gonna
You're
school him.
cheering like Epoch on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rooting for the
I
fish
think he
dude.
looks more like Gakugen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that says
Gakugen-
something. That says something.
Well, it should say something because Gakuken's the creator of the
Yes,
Suigetsu
he's
style.
the progenitor.
Bruh.
Yeah.
He is.
Did Juan Muda ever call Manabu this?
They should have.
I had
Sorry,
a feeling you wrote that down.
I
and I'm
knew you wrote
disappointed.
something. I said,
I'm
no,
disappointed.
Don't worry. That's
I'm
Like
disappointed.
now that you did that, you're
if
putting.
Aura was here, she would smack you in the head.
Or worse.
all right.
She breaks noses. You gotta watch out.
I know. I've
All
seen
right.
it.
Let's. I know she broke your nose live on stream.
You never know what you're gonna get.
I can't tonight.
All right.
Can't do it.
I gotta put the headset down. It's been fun.
We got a few more super chats and donations here. Huge thank you to Pink Penguin for the $2 donation. Hi, crew.
Jesus, that's aggressive.
Hi, Pink.
Hope you are all doing well. I like this episode. Don't
Hi.
get me wrong. It had a great duel and great story writing, but I feel like Yuumu's not doing too hot as a character. Girl has been possessed twice and hasn't had a big win. She needs more, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, not wrong. Her biggest win was against Yuhi, but it wasn't really her dueling. It wasn't her dueling. It was Damamu.
I feel like at this point in time, Roman was way farther ahead as a character than she's been right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I would say from a dueling win standpoint, yes, definitely.
I don't even feel like off dueling. Like she hasn't done a lot. You know, she kind of just stands there. She says something we're all thinking, and that's about it. Like if you're just there for just one or two inquisitive lines every 13 episodes, not really doing anything.
Yeah, she was better with that stuff early on, I think, and it's kind of faded away.
Yeah, it's almost like they've forgotten she's like the third part of the trio.
Well, it's not like Yuhi's. I'd argue Yuhi's been worse.
In some ways, but like I feel like he had his ups and downs last arc.
Yeah, but they're so quick.
There's still a mystery about Yuhi though.
Yeah.
You don't have this
Yeah.
like, why does Yuumu have this alien detection thing in her hair? Why
Well,
is the Earth
Yuumu-
Damar possess her from the beginning?
When they went back to Seven's World, I thought Yuumu as a character had a couple of great moments.
Yeah, I agree with
That was
that.
the high of her character in the last probably 20, 30 episodes.
I guess I'm more of a minimalist in that way, where I rather focus less on all these new characters, focus on our three. That's what I care about.
I'd agree with
and
that.
that's it.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, she hasn't lived up to where I would hope she is as a character. Still 30, 40 episodes left, but she gets possessed again. Hopefully this is the last time she gets possessed, so definitely don't disagree with it, Pink. Thank you for the donation. Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. Has Dredger got to the point in GX where they have the underground cage match? Yes.
Yeah, right. Underground cage match.
Kaiser,
Underground cage match. Why am I spacing
early
out?
season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that. Yeah, I was. Oh my. I'm on for those of you. I update my chat. I haven't been on. I'm on episode 135.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're almost getting to the good stuff.
I'm in the. Here's the thing. Like, if you really like, if you're okay with that one character like dominating the show, it's not terrible. Like,
that's
Judai
what I
is
want.
great.
That's what I
Like,
want.
he really is. He has his ups and downs. Like he, right now he's in a down spiral about something. I think also the nostalgia for me I enjoy about it because it's like more the base card game that I understand.
Yes,
like now I see there's links and pendulum. I like when it's just tributes, fusions. You know what I mean? Like that's the
He's
OG
a simple
stuff.
guy.
So honestly, like the problem is there's just so many one-off duelists
There
that
are
are
no-
so unnecessary.
There's no
that's the
Yu-Gi-Oh
problem.
show where the side characters are worsely treated.
Yeah. Oh my!
than
It's like the
GX.
one of and it's just. But honestly, I don't hate it. Like I know people, it gets a lot of hate. It's been decent. Some episodes are hard to get through. Like there's another one-off duel, even now, like they're in like another world. I'll say, like that's why. And it's just one-off duels. I'm like, what? Like, and of course, at the end of the episode, it's like, oh, they redeemed the character and whatever. It's like, but what was the like? There was no build-up. Like I just all of a sudden met this character and I'm supposed to fall, like have a connection with them. How? Like there's just no way.
I will say from this point where you're at till about the end of GX, which is 180, that genuinely is like the peak of GX.
Yeah.
And it's very good.
Yeah. Oh, it's been.
Yeah.
it's
gonna keep getting better.
You know me, I love stakes. There are
Yeah.
stakes at this point,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's what
gonna
I love
keep
about
getting
it.
better,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do. I have to say, it's not as it's been a long road that I'm on 135,
Yeah.
but it's you gotta get through. I'll even tell Pete get to 100. That's all I'll say.
No, I believe that. And I'm not as far as you, but I've said since the beginning, I said, and it couples with you saying like no show in Yugioh has worse side
oh my God,
characters.
it's awful. Oh.
Judai literally,
Carries.
I've said this since episode 1.
Carries.
He is by far, and I'll argue this forever, that he's the most important protagonist in any of the Yukio shows because
Nothing
he
else, yeah.
literally supports everything going on. Like
Nothing
he's
else is doing its
entertaining,
own.
he's a great duelist. Like his charisma, everything. Where I'm like, if you take him out of the show, the show completely falls apart.
Like certain
where
other
I could argue I could take some of these
Any of
other
them.
Yusaku, Yusei, something like that.
could.
They're great. And
But
I
there's
could
other
go,
characters
man, there's some great characters in the show that I could really watch. There's almost nothing left in GX if Judai's not in it.
Yeah.
That's a very good way to
he's,
say it.
He's in MVP in the sense of he is the most valuable.
Yeah, no, I
To
fully
his
agree.
show.
I wouldn't
What
argue
about
that.
show though?
I want to know your opinion on another day, what you really think of show.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you off camera. I don't think I can say it.
Oh my god.
Lorena, thank you for the $2 donation. Uemu said that everyone adjourned because they couldn't find anything, but I wonder if that's true and the others have something weird going on with them now, too. Maybe they tried to figure out why Uemu started to act weird on their own. Yeah, we don't really know what happened at the end of the relic sequence. We know we're going to go back to that because of the summaries, but it's a good point there, Lorena.
Definitely.
You want to just leave these last three for me?
Sure.
Thanks.
We got a $2 donation from Brian Ford.
Thank you, Brian.
Brian?
Brian said, "Can you?"
Sorry.
It's harder to read when
I
you
know,
do
you're right.
that.
He knows what he's doing.
I'm not looking forward to episode 69. Denois is not an interesting character and not a good enough duelist to make me interested in her duel against Tremolo. It's an easy Tremolo win unless he sucks without a maximum, which would hurt his character for me. We're done.
True.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
by the way, we're on episode 69 of the podcast. Thanks for coming back.
Oh my God! You want to talk about a nightmare scenario?
We could probably get DJ to bring some board games over. We could probably just hang out on episode
Listen,
69.
I don't want to be too critical. Denois a character I don't really care much for.
Yeah,
Tremolo and the Ryugu brothers are honestly right now characters that have completely lost their luster and magic for
yeah,
me.
it kind of hurts.
I
love
don't
it.
I don't really care about this duel. Yugioh Phaser is a different story, and if this leads to that, great. But I kind of agree with Brian here. I'm not really looking forward to this one.
Not particular. You know what?
I know a good amount of people are,
Which one?
but I'm just not.
I-
Well, I've seen people in the chat.
Wait, Fish Guy or Denois?
Oh no, Denois versus Tremolo.
No, we're all hyped for the fish guy.
I'd have to say,
Say it.
The show has a
Say
chance
it.
to make me care about these characters. 'cause I don't.
that's what I'm holding on to that sliver of hope that's what's gonna happen.
See,
That's really where I'm
the,
at with
the
that
thing
one.
is, for me,
Like,
I genuinely, yes, I don't really care about the characters all that much, and I genuinely don't care about the duel. I also don't think this episode will make me care about those characters. What I do think, and why I'm looking forward to the episode, is I think both those characters are going to divulge a lot of information amongst this duel. I think that will be the highlight.
That's fair. And that's
Yeah, no,
something that
for
I
sure.
can hopefully look forward to. Yeah.
If you could take anything away from that, we need 2 gifts made tonight. One of you sleeping like that, and one of you bringing the poster up. We need those 2 just for general use.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. I like that,
I
actually.
could use it whenever.
General
use.
Lorena, thank you for the $2
You want me
donation.
to keep going?
Manabu is too off the rails to win against a fish. The fish will win, and Manabu will get worse. I agree with
Yeah.
you, Lorena.
Yeah.
The 3 of us do, but
Yeah.
it's still, I don't feel
It's
great
split.
about
You
it.
could say the outcome's going to be fishy.
I was gonna say
Either
it's
way.
starting to get fishy in here.
Yeah.
Woo!
Lorena, thank you so much. And Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. If Pete and Dredger double teams against Dylan, is anyone going to help him?
No.
No, I don't think. Well, first of all, I don't think many of us have our
Would you help
power.
me?
Nah,
He's not helping me. Okay.
it's definitely not in my power to step in.
Why not?
Yeah.
You're seeing me get assaulted by 2 people.
Oh no, I would want to help.
Okay.
I think he's saying he's afraid of Dredder.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's saying.
I love that. I want to help.
Yeah,
I want.
I
I want.
I'm honestly a big fan of mob mentality, so I'd probably
He's just gonna go. With
Oh God, DJ, me, and Pete,
Yeah.
you're done. It's
Yeah,
over.
I'm sorry, I'm not
It's
Yeah.
over.
stopping.
It's over.
look, dude.
I
been
think
a good run.
I'd end it before you had a chance to do it.
Dill, I love you, man. I'll visit you at the hospital.
Hey, so now we all know where we stand.
I'm not gonna be at the
I'll take. I'll take it.
You gotta go to the morgue.
I'll
Is
take
it
it a
gonna
step
be? Is it gonna be closed or open?
I'll take it a step further. Either outcome, I'll be the one that makes the GoFundMe for you.
Okay, all right.
and then he's just gonna take all the money.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
no. Well, if he survives, it's for medical bills. If he doesn't, then it's for the
Local,
other bills.
local NJ musician has skyrocketed recently.
Nick, he plays a concert at the service.
There we go.
Check it out on Spotify.
Wait, and not only that, we live stream it on the channel.
Oh my, that song is so sad.
Would you be pissed if like Nick T. Screw took off because
I'd be very happy.
he siphoned off of your death?
No, I'd be very. I wouldn't be pissed because I wouldn't be alive. I'd be very happy.
That's a good answer. That's
This
a
is
good answer.
it's getting dark.
All right.
Yikes.
I thought about you today because I was scrolling through
Thank
the
you.
Prime Day deals.
Oh
And,
no,
This is
It's
gonna be
gonna
bad.
be good.
No, it's really not bad. There
It's
was
bad.
the U2s. Sometimes they make like memes, like
Yes,
for like
yeah.
U2s, and there was the Stonks meme with the guy.
All right, that's good.
I
I
thought
should have
about
bought
him.
it.
You
Yeah.
should have bought that for him.
Yeah, it wasn't expensive. It was like $10.
You see any good deep discounts?
I did not buy any today. I decided
Today.
Over 2 days? What about
Yeah.
yesterday?
No, I didn't buy any.
He still has
over
a
the
couple
days.
hours.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
buy
sure,
any.
you got till 3 a.m.
Yeah, I decided not to.
Good job.
Wow.
Shall I?
You may.
Free. If you found anything good, text me. Because I'm still looking.
I bought so much stuff.
We got $5 Australian from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin said, which Yu-Gi-Oh series, in your opinion, has the best duels overall? I think Arc 5 had the best duels, with Zexal and DM being close behind.
best duels. That's like a tough question. I mean,
Best duels. Oh, well, it's tough for you guys because you've only seen some.
No,
a
I've
limited
seen
amount.
four- I've
You've
now
seen most
seen
of them.
five.
now.
Honestly,
technically,
early
right?
brains for me, just
The
like
only
the
two I
3
haven't s-
episodes of Link
Technically-
summoning.
what? The only two I haven't seen now are Zexal and Arc 5 for the most part.
I can't wait till you start Arc 5.
Bet how am I gonna watch Arc 5? It's only on dub. I'm not watching.
No, I
the
think
dub.
the sub is on Crunchyroll.
No, the
or for
dub's
Arc
on.
5.
I think the dub's crunchy.
Right, Dill?
No,
Sub of Arc 5 is on Crunchyroll?
Yeah, sub is.
Is it actually?
Yeah, sub
Oh.
It's only Zexal.
I would actually agree with Kevin there. I think Arc 5 had the best duels because it had all the mechanics at the time. It utilized them in a very creative way. I liked Arc
What
5.
did I say? I think I say 5Ds.
5Ds had some great ones.
I liked the way they did synchro.
5Ds
I
had some
enjoyed
great
synchros.
ones.
Yeah.
Dredge, I got some good deals on golf balls on
I actually
Amazon.
debated golf balls. I have some, but
No,
Pro V
I'm
ones
not
are
good enough.
overrated.
I'm not good enough to use
that
those.
too. I can't use those.
Because I'll lose it and then it's like $15
Did you
a ball.
did you get fun or were you boring? Did you just use like the standard white ball or did you get the multicolored pack?
No. See, I get the white ones. They're actually easier to find. than
See, I
the-
knew you would.
the
I knew
bright
you would
ones.
check it out. Why don't you just like get green?
If
you
like
were if you were an
green, like the
elite if you were an
grass.
elite golfer, you'd be able to find your ball.
First of all, I'm not an elite golfer, and second of
Yeah,
all,
I'm
saying.
DJ would lose every single
Yeah.
ball if it was green.
Yeah. I could
So would
hit
I.
the center of the fairway every single time.
Why do you think that is?
So would I.
He's
and I'm not
he's
colorblind.
colorblind.
DJ,
crazy.
I
That
can't
was-
find
that
the
was
white
messed
ball in
up.
the fairway, let alone the green one.
Mine's never in the fairways.
Neither is mine.
There you go. That's a good point.
Oh man. But yeah, no, early
Subs
brains
not
for
gonna-
sure.
Only Zexal. Okay, thank you.
Zexal's the only one.
Early brains duels were probably the best. For sure.
All right.
We got $5 from Gravity Hero.
Thank you, Grav.
And Gravity Hero said, one of Dylan's favorites, Hunt is a better duelist than George Jersey. Also, crack theory, OTES is the energy and possesses people, which is why we've never seen his eyes.
I don't think that's a terrible theory. I'm starting to think maybe Otis is the embodiment like of the spirit
Honestly,
of the
two
relic.
great points.
But the Hunt mention was terrible there. Very terrible. I don't know about that. How many duels did Hunt win?
I feel validated.
How many duels did he win? I don't know. I actually don't remember. Did he won, right? He beat someone, didn't he?
How many did George Jersey win?
Well, but Hunt dueled more. Hunt won, right? Is 0-3 better than 0-1? I don't remember. I genuinely.
I think
he beat someone.
I think they said Hunt won about 13 duels off screen.
Oh, is that what they said? Okay.
Yeah, I mean he won a lot during the tournament. I remember him.
Oh.
I remember him cooking in the tournament.
Oh, okay.
And he also had a profitable business.
Oh, okay. Where he was scamming people.
He wasn't necessarily scamming people.
I don't know. Sometimes
So you respect people like that.
I mean, I'm friends with you, so sure.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Set yourself up. Like,
Dang, that's an alley oop and slammed it home.
All right.
Easy to lay
All
out.
right, next super chat.
All right, we got $2 from Gravity Hero.
Thank you, Grav.
And Gravity Hero said, I swear that the Funko wall got bigger again.
It did.
I bought
It did.
2 new ones, yes,
Yeah, it did.
in the last couple of weeks. Yeah.
Days.
I bought the guy from Disturbed.
For no reason.
That's
Yeah,
a cool,
first of all, they couldn't have come up
Don't
with a
even
better
bother.
name.
that's the name. It's the guy.
I know the guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying like 20 years ago, Disturbed. Like, come on, do better.
And then a
The
new
guy.
Jack Skellington one that came out. So, it's all good.
Yeah, no.
If you're interested in any way, you could go to the end of Friday night stream that I did
Oh, I
on
watched it all.
Twitch,
I watched
and you could listen to me about a 10-minute rant detailing Dylan's Funko obsession. So if you're interested in that, check
Check
it out.
over
There
on
are,
Super Deep Rod.
there are some things that were said in that rant that are not necessarily true.
Yeah, name one of them.
Well, You said
Name
that
3
I've only
songs.
been collecting for a couple of years.
I said about a couple of years.
I've been collecting for probably about 6 or 7.
That's
years.
not true.
That's
Yes,
not
it's
true.
Not true.
Not
I've
true.
been here
It's
the
not
whole.
true.
It's
You've
not
You've
true.
been
I've been
aggressively
collecting-
collecting for like 3.
Aggressively, but I got my first one early in like 2017.
Yeah, you had like literally the Dark Magician,
got
No,
Yugioh.
and then
I
it
had that really rare blue eyes that ended up.
and then it
free.
expanded astronomically.
You wrote-
And
you
I
took it out of the box, right?
And I have
Yeah,
video evidence of that. If I just go back on the streams, back in the Brains days, you could see 1 or
No,
2 ish in the background, normal. The collecting part literally has been about in the last 2-ish years.
It
That's
got-
not a lie.
It got aggressive in the last few years. Yeah.
Isn't that
No. This is what I talked about on the
the
stream.
last couple of
You
years.
you try to twist it to make it look like it's better. This has been out of hand in the last like 24 months. This is crazy. Everywhere we go, you have to understand. We in Chicago, we were going to like little comic shops and things like that. He was specifically looking for places that sold Funkos and wanted to travel there. Even Uber just
We
to
did
look for
Uber
them.
to look for
like
Funkos, that's
you have no idea the
comic
degree
Dylan,
of obsession.
You knew exactly.
You don't understand.
I knew what you were doing.
The comic shop was
Although
sick.
Pete,
That is unfair.
you did get to get some boba because of that.
That was great, Bo.
Yeah.
That was great, Bo.
I regret not getting the donuts. Going back
Also
to
good
the
donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried it? I did
It's
not.
good
yeah.
donuts.
Yeah,
That's because we had other donut place. I love that other donut.
So
place.
like
Stan's
wh-
Donuts.
So when I
bro.
say those
Oh.
things, I don't want you to go, well, those are not necessarily true. They are. They are true. I have literal evidence.
They might be true.
Cal,
The other
just
thing
rip it.
is the deep discount is a very real phenomenon.
I never
you
said
guys.
it wasn't. I said that you use that to justify your purchase of things that you don't even really like. Come on, you did not need the guy as a
No,
thing.
I'm a big
Well,
fan
I
of
was
the
going to
store.
say he does like to stir.
Guys,
I'm seeing them
Nick
live in a
T-
couple of weeks.
Nick T, that has
PNC Arts Center.
that has nothing to do with owning that Funko Pop.
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of the band.
Okay.
Cal,
Come
just
on.
go to the next
So,
donut.
well, no, because this is a really fitting donation to what we're doing right now.
good.
I want to say.
Go to it.
So
please.
we got $20 from Space Cowgirl.
Thank you, Space
God.
Cowgirl.
Thank you
And
so much.
this is a donation that Judger referenced earlier.
did.
I'm just here for the tangents.
Well,
That's what we're here for.
Space Cowgirl, you get a lot of tangents. That's why even if you don't watch Go Rush, there's probably a good
Just come hang
45
out.
minutes every stream where you
At
could.
least.
Well,
It makes sense.
We figured it out because we didn't tangent in the video we made. We tried to stay very on topic when it was me, Pete, and Dylan trying to get it done quick, but get all our points.
Yeah, we did great in that.
And it was about 40 minutes long. These go about 2.5 hours.
Well, they usually
That
go an
tells
hour
you
and a
how much.
half. This has been a long one.
I think it's already been an hour and a half.
We're at 2
hours,
hours.
10.
We're at 2 hours.
Like I said, it's already been 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This guy.
Space Cowgirl.
It's been at least an hour and a half.
Thank you for the very
No, we're not doing this again.
generous super chat.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Space Cowgirl.
Thank you, Space Cowgirl.
Thank you for getting us back on track as well. We got $2 from Crystal Colden.
Thank you, Crystal.
She said, I'm here for the sketch and AU ideas.
Very true.
There you go.
Very true.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their
Basically, we got to bring the whiteboard back. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm hearing.
Next
yeah.
week we can
None of
bring
us
it back.
can draw, so it doesn't matter.
Next week we'll bring it back.
I can draw.
Yeah.
Have you not seen my impeccable Blissy drawing that I made?
This
Wake
guy
up
thinks
and
he's
smell the
good
bliss.
at everything.
It is a good bliss.
crazy.
I will
First
say
of
that.
all,
I will say.
definitely don't.
These guys crazy. Man.
Wake
Well,
up
I'm
and smell
average
the
at everything.
blissy.
So a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Exactly.
Master of None's a good show.
Thank you. We got $2 from Natalie Lopez.
Thank you, Natalie.
And Natalie asks the question, who would win a master duel? Yusaku or Yuga?
Okay,
she
come
asked this
on.
before.
I've answered this
Trash.
question. She's absolutely trolling. She's trolling.
She's got to be trolling.
Stop
She
it.
asked me this last night, and
She
I
asked me
laughed.
on my stream too.
I laughed.
Trash.
Stop it.
Natalie's
easy.
got to be trolling.
Even if it was
Yeah,
a
Yuga
rush
wins,
duel,
clearly,
even
right?
if it's a rush duel, I still think Yusaku wins.
I agree.
Oh,
Even in a
yeah,
rush
yeah,
duel.
Yeah, maybe.
Even in rush duel, Yusaku still
It's not even comparable.
Yeah.
Playmaker.
Easy.
That is.
Playmaker.
I mean, if anybody actually believed that Yuga would defeat Yusaku
The
in a
clowning.
duel,
The clowning.
Yuga doesn't
You know what I
master
said?
duel.
You know what I said?
He's not
The
good.
cl-
Do you know what I
clowning.
said?
He's not
The
good.
only way that the way Yuga wins is if Yusaku became bad and evil, and it was to save the world. Because then Yuga turns it on.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
When he needs to win for that, he turns
I
it
don't
on.
know.
And if you remember, Yusaku's evil.
You're gonna have to be
If we
possessed.
made Yusaku only use one zone on the field, and he was learning rush duels for the first time with half of his deck, he still
His
wins.
master duels.
Yeah, I'm saying if he rush duels for the first, Yusaku was rush dueling for the first
No,
time.
I actually
he
believe
still win.
I actually believe even if the question was Yusaku versus Yuga in a rush duel, who wins? I think Yusaku
yeah.
learning the game.
Yeah,
for the
on the
first time
fly.
beats him.
With,
yeah,
with
just like Udius did.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Or we could like give Yusaku character.
Not Yudi.
That would help too.
I really thought that was gonna go a lot darker. For a second, I really thought you would be like, and we could just give like Yusaku cancer, and I was just like, why?
Wow.
Pick Rick donated $10.01 Canadian.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pick.
Rick.
And Pick Rick said, I've heard leaks of Seven's World coming to Duel Links, which some might not like, but I'm just happy to have an easy way to play Rush Duels in the West, not counting the unfinished Switch game we have.
Yes, so Pick Rick, first of all, thanks so much. And it is a fascinating story that broke a couple of days ago, that the data mined leaks in Duel Links have the summoning animations for Roman's Prima Guitarna, Yugioh, Luke, and Gakuto's Aces, which is so fascinating. So it seems all but confirmed by Konami themselves that Rush Duels are coming to Duel Links, or at least the 7's characters are coming to Duel Links. How is it going to work? Is it going to be 2 separate worlds? Are you going to be able to play as Yugioh and interact with, like, a different character? Like, I don't know. Probably not. But, like, I really, really don't know. So that's going to be fascinating. And once we get more news on it, Pick, I'm definitely going to probably cover it in a video. It's still very preliminary. It's Brad as HD did a video on it right now. But I feel like me adding my thoughts right now wouldn't probably add too much since everything is speculative. But it's very, very interesting. So very exciting for us 7's and Rush fans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pick. We got a $5 donation from Natalie Lopez.
Thank you, Natalie.
And this was in reference to
JC.
JC.
Yeah.
She said, time to nuke his streams with Yusaku facts. That's a promise.
Yeah, it's got to happen until he RSVPs. It's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
So thank you, Natalie. You're doing the Lord's work. I will say, in my mind, JC has RSVP'd, but obviously,
I think he's trolling you a little bit.
I hope he's trolling me.
But without a public statement, we just don't know.
He's trolling. He's trolling.
Whatever you say.
Natalie, thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
We're gonna
Natalie.
get him here. Don't worry. He's gonna be here and live in 162 days. I'm gonna grill him on Vrains.
Fair. We got $5 Australian from Electra Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin said, do you think the final bracket of this tourney will either be a top 4 or 8 finals? And if so, who do you think will be all of those finalists? I think you had actually mentioned way earlier that you think it'll be 4, right?
I think it sadly as much as I'd love to see 8, because this is a 13-episode arc, I think it has to be 4. Because that's 4 episodes right there, and we're not even at the quarters yet by episode 70, it seems. So I think, unfortunately, we just don't have time for quarterfinals because that's like 7 duels, you know? So I think it'll be a Final 4. I think the Final 4 will be Yugioh.
I have my final 4.
Epoch, Lug,
Yep. One more.
and maybe maybe like someone unexpected or evil. I don't think Yuhi or Yuumu gets it. Maybe Yugioh, but I don't know if they'll go that route.
I was gonna say Yuhi, but
It could be
the
Yuhi.
3 of them, and then
Epoch versus
then the
Lug and
Lug.
Yugioh versus Yuhi.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. Yeah, I could see that.
Definitely.
Anyone of any other finalist picks?
because it's
or-
gonna be Epoch versus Yugioh in the final.
Maybe, or Yugioh versus the Lug, I could see, if something weird's going on with the Lug.
I could see that. I can see what you're saying though, because that would finish the character
mentor,
arc.
mentee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then she comes out of the box after she wins.
I mean, Yugioh not winning the tournament would be an insane upset. It'd be crazy.
I don't know, man.
Oh, it would be. I mean, it could happen, but it would be crazy.
We'll see.
Quite literally an upset, but like.
Yeah. I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We got a $10 donation from Philip Rosewood.
Philip Rosewood.
Hey,
Great
Phillip.
to hear from you, Philip. How you been, man?
Well, I'll let you know. He said, hey, guys, been a while today. Was a good episode. I actually got a publisher who wants me to write a book.
this.
Now, wait for this. They're called Newman Springs Publishing in New Jersey. So I'll do that if y'all know about that. Cool.
I looked it up.
It's in Red Bank.
It's the one right in Red Bank.
Yeah.
It's across from the food town. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
that publishing company, this is how crazy the
Very
world
close.
is. Is about 14 minutes from here,
Why 14?
and it's probably about like 5 minutes from where you live.
Yeah,
It's roughly 7 minutes from work. I could probably run there in about 4.
That is crazy.
Wow. You're
We've
fast.
also
I'm fat. No,
spent
no,
a lot
just-
of time in Red Bank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Bars,
100%, yeah.
Nightclubs,
Pokemon Go.
No, no,
So
no.
like we
Especially
minus the
bars.
No
nightclubs, minus
nightclubs.
the bars.
We've done
never
bars.
been to downtown?
But we've
You've never
went
been to the downtown?
before.
What about the-
Nixie, the downtown's been
Globe
gone
flu.
for a long
I'm
time.
just saying. have you
One
never-
time you went to the Globe, yeah, the Globe flu.
Well, I didn't get the flu.
No.
Yeah, what about the Globe game?
The Globe. What about the guy game?
Set it up.
Hold on, Philip. That is such good
It is
news,
awesome.
dude.
Crazy.
Dude, we literally, we are like, my whole life, not including Brooklyn, where I was born and raised. When I moved to New Jersey, I lived one town over from Red Bank,
Yeah.
and now I live about 2 or 3 towns over. So
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with that
Keep
location.
doing the math. Everyone will show up.
That is insanity.
Maybe
So
the match.
yeah, good luck, man. That is awesome, and I'd love to hear any updates on that,
Yeah.
Philip.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Philip,
man.
Don't worry, he sent another
Philip
10.
sent another $10 donation.
Thank you, Philip.
Philip said,
Holy
I'm
shit.
going to send them a manuscript of my first series about fighting imaginary creatures called Create Us on Google Docs, and if they like it, we'll go from there. One of the main guys reached out to me.
That's crazy.
That is
Crazy.
awesome.
Guy's cooking.
Philip, keep us updated, and if you ever have to come to New Jersey to like meet or anything, we'd love to grab some food
Yeah.
with you,
Yeah,
get dinner.
absolutely.
He probably never will have to go see the publisher in person.
Right,
but
right.
But if that ever
If it
happens,
ever
If you ever
happens,
want to,
right
man,
there,
yeah,
yeah.
if you're ever in the area, I'll treat you to dinner, man. You've done a lot of generosity, a lot of donations, a lot of just support emotionally for me and for this channel, sharing your projects and works.
Yep.
Good things come to people who really deserve it. I've always felt that way. I've always believed in just like, if you send out good energy, good things will come your way. So,
Definitely.
Philip, you
100%.
are definitely deserving of it. So, congratulations, man. Thank you for the super chats and for sharing that. That is freaking awesome. And I think that's going to wrap
I have
things
one
up.
And-
more. One more.
One more.
Natalie Lopez donated $2.
Natalie, thank you so much.
And Natalie said, I will work on a list of facts on Vrains, his favorite.
You've got to not only Vrains, make sure there's some good Yusaku facts. Not Playmaker.
We gotta
Yusaku
turn up
facts.
the heat on him a little
Yeah,
bit.
you got to turn up the heat on him.
Yeah.
He's got to RSVP because I thought he did. So,
And listen, you know what the crazy thing is? We drove him home that one time when he did a
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
I mean, we know where he is.
oh yeah,
I mean, it's the best part.
Oh, yeah.
We might, you know what? We might take a podcast
Oh,
on
yeah.
the road. We might go knock it.
yeah.
We're gonna get to the
Jump
bottom of
Festa
this.
in North Jersey.
We're gonna do it.
All right.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah. Bet.
Hey, we just brought all the equipment to your house. Make
Wait,
some space.
are we going on tour?
We're going on tour.
Yeah.
We're selling tickets
He doesn't
to the
think we'll
show.
do it. We'll do
I
it.
mean, just crazy
When are we
stuff.
doing our Europe tour?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway,
We'll buy tickets.
Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much. Huge thank you to Pete, Dredge, Nick T, Cal, and DJ, as always, for taking time
Yeah,
out of
DJ.
their busy Wednesday
Yeah.
nights and their busy schedules to join me for this podcast. Thank all of you guys. All the donations, all the super chats means the world to me. You guys are incredible. I hope you enjoyed episode 66. These 4 are all working on some really amazing projects. I'm going to let them promote their stuff as we sign off here at the end of the stream. We're going to start with Calibro.
All right. So I have. What the heck was that?
I was looking at you. I didn't know if you heard the.
That was aggressive. Anyway, I stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/CalBreezy. That's CalBreeZzy. I haven't streamed in a while, so if it looks a little quiet over there, I apologize. I've been a little bit busy, both with work and just not really being home that much. But my hope is to get back into doing it a couple nights a week, playing games like Valorant or Warzone or even some like community games and stuff like that, Fall Guys, that kind of stuff. So definitely be on the lookout there. Give me a follow there or a follow on Twitter or whatever. My Twitter's the same as that, so you can catch my stuff over there.
Cal, do you have an intern?
At work, I have an intern, yes. I have been doing a lot of teaching. this
Ooh.
past
You get paid
couple
extra for that?
hours. I do not.
What's that about?
Yeah, what is that about?
What's your intern's name?
I'm not going to disclose that
Yeah,
information.
but what's that about?
That's a good idea.
Extra work. Where's the money?
Oh, not full name, just
I'm
first name.
working on that.
We don't work for free.
I'm working on
Just
that.
first name.
Are they hot?
I
just asked. Their
I would
names,
go to
so
I would go to your
point that out.
bosses and go, let me ask you a question. Am I a trainer? And they'd be like, no, okay, so what am I doing here?
Well,
Where's the moolah?
I'm trying to work on that promotion for the next promotion cycle. So.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is evidence.
Put in the work.
Well, guess what? If I don't get it, I might not be here anymore. I might move.
Later.
I thought you might just end it.
No. no.
Move where?
What?
Do a new job, new career, new.
Oh, you're moving?
place.
Where are you going?
Place?
Florida?
Yeah,
You
big things for the
Well, it
Cal
wouldn't be for
Breezy.
like a year, but
You going to Florida?
Probably.
No, I was thinking Hawaii.
Even
No
better.
shot you can afford
Bro, you've
Hawaii.
got a lot of history. with
How much
Hawaii.
money do you
I
make?
do actually.
How much money do you make? How much money are you making?
Not enough. That's why I'd be looking for a job in Hawaii.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so we're breaking up the band. Sounds good to me.
That was something.
All right, Nick T, you're up.
Wow. I don't know if I can follow that. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know if I can
Why?
do this
All right, so
anymore.
this guy to my left here is Nick
No,
T.
Tal's got this.
I got it.
Jesus.
I don't know. Should I do even?
Podcast female viewership.
No, really. We're going to lose all 10 of
He
them.
can put the PNG.
It's
He
interesting.
can
It's
put a PNG of me on there.
hard for me to promote the Twitch, but I'm going to anyway because it's just been so long now.
Wait,
at this
can I
point.
say something about your Twitch?
Say it.
I have a
I said
recommendation
it.
that
I
I've said it so many times.
I said to him
What?
before the stream.
Change the name to Namelink so I
Yeah,
can promote the
yes.
Just do it. Just do it.
I think I'm just gonna do it. I probably will, once I return to streaming, I probably will.
It'll be a
change.
rebrand. You're back.
At the given moment, I occasionally, now very rarely, stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/NickFightsMom. Some variety streaming, some retro game emulation, some Fire Emblem, Ape Escape, you name it, Minecraft even, and some music streams. Which maybe I'll change the Twitch name from Nick Fights Moms to Nameling, but
It's just an
be on the lookout. But those music streams I play from a series of original music as well as some covers that I particularly really enjoy.
Woo!
And if you're into any of that music, you can find it all on all the streaming platforms everywhere.
Yeah.
I've got 2 new songs from the upcoming album out already. One coming out next Friday. So be on the lookout for that. It's not in the hyperlink yet, but come next Wednesday, all the links will be set. You can pre-save it if you have Spotify. If you don't, you could just be on the lookout. It'll be everywhere else. And then maybe an album at a month from then. So maybe mid to end August. That whole album will drop. So check it out. But that's all we got. And if you want to be updated on all that good stuff, follow me on all the socials at NamelingNJ. It's also in that link tree that Dak dropped there. All my links are in that link tree. If you want to know anything about me, click the link tree.
Click the link tree.
You
do
can
it.
find
You
it.
won't be
You
You
can
can
disappointed.
find his
So
social
many
security
links.
number.
Even my social
And his
in
credit
the
card
link tree,
number.
yeah.
And all his banking information. Okay. I'm Dredge. Stream at twitch.tv/Dredgenator. Been doing a Pokemon Heart Gold, no heals, randomized Nuzlocke.
It's been fun.
It's been there's been ups.
He's been suffering.
Yeah.
What
There's
run
been
are we on?
downs. We're on run 6.
Good. I
But
like it.
today we hit. So
Today
actually,
was good.
One thing I forgot about Pokemon Heart Gold, for those you don't know, technically speaking, you're supposed to beat the first 8 gyms, beat the
16.
Elite 4, then beat the original 8, and then beat Red.
Yeah. 16
Yeah.
badges.
So
That's
technically
good.
speaking, I'm through 4 badges. So I'm through 4 of the first 8. We also caught. Unfortunately, Dylan lost a Blastoise last night, but we caught the Blastoise back from the grave.
It seems unnecessary.
No, I think it was necessary.
I think it was
It's
necessary.
And we named it Bowser in honor of you, just so you know. Also, Dylan, you came back from the grave. The Slacking is back.
I know.
Like, how
No
exciting!
loafing around when she's.
He couldn't even finish.
Exactly. But chat, we should have a stream. Definitely Saturday. There also is a surprise, possibly the Friday. There might be a stream. So look out for that on Discord.
You've been killing it, by the way. I wanna say that.
I'm back
Absolutely
on
crushing.
my hot girl shit.
like that. He's
It
back
took
on
me
his
a
hot-
while. but now
I was
I'm back.
waiting for his hot girl summer.
I was gonna say Hot Girl Summer for Dredge.
My name's Pete. Do a YouTube channel called Clueless Gamers. You know what? Crazy thing. It might snow outside. There's a new
There's a video.
episode. There's a new
Yeah,
video
yeah, it's
out right now.
I saw it.
It's currently on
I
the
saw it.
channel.
It's on the channel.
Yeah, we're way behind on stuff.
That's
but
okay.
listen,
That's
last
okay.
was
Hey, but
episode
it's
2.
out.
The reaction. It is currently up on YouTube right now. You can check that out. Trying to get back to more of a regular schedule of editing stuff, so I could have DJ stop bothering me. So that is up. You can watch it right now. It's completely live. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, follow me on Twitter, PeteCarroll21.
21.
Thank you guys all so much for coming on. Definitely follow Pete. DJ, you got anything you want to promote or no? DJ, we appreciate you. You're the best producer in New
Producer
Jersey.
DJ.
Wait, DJ, should you promote the company you work for real quick?
No, I don't know.
No.
I think they're delicious.
Drink High Noon.
Yeah.
I've been
All right.
drinking
That'll
plenty
get you
of
a big
that
bonus. It should.
We're gonna shotgun one.
Follow,
after this.
follow Pete, Clueless Gamers. Follow Dredge, Dredgenator on Twitch. Follow Nick T, Nameling, all that stuff. And follow Cal Breezy on Twitch. I want to thank all of you guys so much. Natalie, thank you for one final $2 super chat. Thank you for all the super chats and donations tonight, Natalie. You are way too kind. I will send you the link to the list in the Discord. Please do. I'd love to see your Vrain's facts list. Maybe I'll even write one. Maybe I'll add one on. Who knows?
Ooh.
Maybe I'll help
That's a
Natalie.
Maybe you'll
hot
cook.
take.
Maybe you'll cook a little bit.
Natalie, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much. This has been Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's episode 66, and his name is OTES. Thank you all so much for watching or listening. Available on all streaming platforms. Shout out to Dak for the win for helping me with that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have
An amazing day.
Take care.
Good night, guys.